Hi there. Have you ever tried brandy before?
Yes, I have. I really enjoy the smoothness and warmth that it brings.
Interesting, I have only just started exploring different types of brandy. Do you have any recommendations?
Sure, have you tried a VSOP brandy? It has a nice balance of flavors and is a great choice for sipping.
No, I haven't. I'll definitely give it a try. What about pairing it with food?
Some people like to pair brandy with cheese, fruit, or chocolate. It can also go well with spicy dishes.
That's good to know. I tried pairing it with a steak before, and it worked surprisingly well.
Oh, that's interesting. I haven't tried that before. I'll have to give it a try.
What do you think about aging brandy?
Aging can definitely smooth out the flavors and give it a richer taste. However, it also depends on personal preference.
I see. Do you have a favorite brand of brandy?
I like Remy Martin, but there are many great brands out there. It really depends on your budget and taste.
Thanks for sharing your knowledge about brandy with me. I'll definitely try out some of your recommendations.
You're welcome. Enjoy your brandy journey.
Hi there, I'm here for the porter position at the hotel. My name is A.
Hi, my name is B, and I'm part of the HR team. Nice to meet you. Can you tell me a little bit about your experience in the hospitality industry?
Sure. I have worked as a bellhop at another hotel for the past year, so I have experience helping guests with their luggage and providing them with information about the hotel.
That sounds great. Are you comfortable working in a fast-paced environment and handling multiple tasks at once?
Absolutely. I know that as a porter, I'll need to be able to handle many different requests from guests and ensure that their stay is comfortable and enjoyable.
Perfect. Can you give me an example of a time when you went above and beyond to assist a guest at your previous job?
One time, I noticed that a guest's luggage had accidentally been sent to a different room. I located the luggage and brought it back to the guest myself. They were really grateful and left a positive review for me on the hotel's website.
That's great to hear. Finally, do you think you have good communication skills, as this is a vital part of the role?
Definitely. I'm a friendly and approachable person, and I know how to communicate with guests in a professional and courteous manner.
Thank you for your answers, A. I believe we have everything we need for now. We will contact you soon to let you know if you've been selected for the next round of interviews.
Thank you for considering me for the position. I hope to hear back from you soon. Hey there, B. How's business today?
Not bad, A. I've sold quite a few apples and pears already.
That's great to hear. I've been wondering how to increase sales for my fresh produce too.
Well, you can try setting up a more attractive display. Customers often buy with their eyes.
That's a good point. I'll have to spruce up my setup next time.
Also, consider offering some samples. It's a great way to entice customers to try before they buy.
I see. I've actually done that before, and it worked really well.
Another idea is to bundle up some products and offer them at a discount. For example, a bag of mixed fruits for a lower price.
Yes, that's a clever marketing strategy. I might give that a go.
And finally, make sure to engage with your customers. Ask them what they're looking for and offer suggestions.
Good advice. I'll keep that in mind. Thanks, B.
No problem, A. Happy selling.
Hi there, B. How's it going?
I'm doing well, thanks for asking. How about you?
Pretty good. So, we have been tasked with designing a modern enterprise website. Do you have any ideas on the design?
Yes, I was thinking of a clean and simple design. Maybe minimal use of colors and large, bold typography.
That's a great idea. We could also incorporate some interactive elements like animations to make the design more engaging.
Definitely. What about the navigation? I was thinking of having a fixed header with a drop-down menu.
That sounds good. And we should also consider using responsive design, so the website looks great on all devices.
Yes, definitely. And for the content, we should keep it concise and easy to read. We could also utilize visuals like photos and videos.
I agree. And we should also make sure the website is user-friendly and easy to navigate. Maybe we could even conduct some user testing to get feedback.
Good idea. And for the overall tone of the website, I was thinking of a professional yet approachable feel. What do you think?
I like that. We want to convey a sense of reliability and trustworthiness while still being modern and engaging.
Exactly. And with the right design, we can accomplish that. So, let's get started on the design and make this enterprise website the best it can be.
Sounds good to me. Let's get to work. Hi there. Are you enjoying your mint tea?
Hi. Yes, actually I am. It's quite refreshing.
I've never tried it before. Mind if I take a sip?
Not at all. It's surprisingly flavorful without being overwhelming.
I agree. It's very smooth and easy on the palate.
I love the mixture of mint and tea. It really clears my sinuses.
Yes, it feels like a natural remedy for colds and allergies.
Exactly. I also appreciate that it's caffeine-free, so I can drink it before bed.
Oh, I didn't even think about that. I may have to switch to mint tea at night.
You should. It's a healthier alternative to other bedtime drinks.
What about adding honey or sugar to it? Do you think that would affect the taste?
I usually don't add anything to it, but I imagine a little bit of honey would complement the mint flavor nicely.
That sounds like a great idea. Thanks for the suggestion.
No problem. I'm always happy to share my tea expertise.
Well, I'm definitely a fan of mint tea now. Do you have any other tea recommendations?
Of course. Have you ever tried chamomile tea? It's perfect for winding down after a long day.
Hi B, I heard we are discussing the setup of a new enterprise network. Exciting.
Yes, it's always interesting to plan and build new network infrastructure from scratch.
Absolutely. And it's crucial to keep in mind the security aspect since many new threats have emerged in recent years.
True. A secure network is the backbone of any modern organization. We should prioritize this.
I agree. What do you think about password security? Should we require employees to change their passwords frequently?
Definitely. Password hygiene is a must. We could even adopt biometric authentication for better security.
That's an excellent idea. We can use fingerprints or face recognition for easy access.
We should also implement firewalls and intrusion detection systems to filter traffic and prevent unauthorized access.
Yes, firewalls are a basic requirement in any secure network. We should also limit access to critical data.
And we must regularly back up our data and store it offsite to prevent data loss in case of a disaster.
Absolutely. And we shouldn't forget about employee education. They need to understand security best practices and be vigilant.
That's crucial. We should organize security training sessions periodically.
And finally, we must stay updated on the latest security trends and keep our network up to date with the latest patches.
Absolutely. We should have a dedicated team to monitor network security and respond to incidents promptly.
Great ideas, B. I'm looking forward to working together on this project to create a secure and reliable network for our organization. Hi there. I'm excited to try out this restaurant. The menu looks fantastic. Yes, let's get started. What would you recommend we order? Sounds good. I also want to try the octopus carpaccio. It's one of their signature dishes. I heard their lamb chops are a must-try. I'm also eyeing the mushroom risotto. I think I'll go for the apple crumble. It's a classic. I love the modern decor and the use of natural materials like wood and stone. It creates a cozy yet sophisticated atmosphere. Speaking of pictures, have you taken shots of everything yet? Alright, let's finish up and then we can dig into this amazing meal. Hey B, how's it going? I heard you've been working on the cloud platform optimization project. Is it as fun as they say it is?
Hey, yeah, it's been keeping me busy. We're trying to optimize performance and stability on our cloud services, so it's been a challenge but a good one.
That sounds interesting. What kind of strategies are you working on?
A lot of it is focused on resource allocation and distribution. We want to make sure that our cloud servers are being utilized as efficiently as possible.
Makes sense. What kind of metrics are you using to measure performance?
We're collecting data on a bunch of benchmarks like response times and resource utilization per customer. It helps us get an overall picture of where the bottlenecks are.
That's cool. Are there any tools you're using to do the tests and analyses?
Yeah, we're using several monitoring and testing tools like Nagios, Zabbix, and BlazeMeter to name a few.
Those are some helpful tools. Have you found any problems that need to be fixed so far?
Yeah, we found some uneven distribution of resources which caused some services to be slow. We're working on correcting that by redistributing resources among our customers.
Interesting. What if there's a sudden surge in traffic? How do you plan on handling that?
Good question. We have a scalability plan in place to make sure we can handle any traffic spikes. We're also considering implementing a load balancer to help with traffic management.
That's a good idea. Have you guys considered working with any CDN providers to ensure faster content delivery?
Yes, we've been testing out a few, including Cloudflare and Amazon CloudFront. It's looking hopeful that we can use either one to enhance our content delivery speed.
Awesome. It sounds like you guys have a solid plan in place. Do you guys need any help or resources to execute the plan?
Always appreciate any extra help we can get. We would love some development resources to help with automating some of the deployment processes.
Understood. I talked to our manager and we might be able to allocate some development teams to support you guys. Hopefully, that helps.
Thanks, that would be super helpful. We're excited to get this project completed and ensure our cloud services run like a well-oiled machine.
No problem, anytime. And hey, let me know if you need any help snagging the perfect snack from the break room. Sharpening the saw is just as important as optimizing cloud platforms, if not more important.
Laughter, will do, thanks,
Hey B, what's up?
Hey, I'm doing great. I've been working on testing website performance optimization techniques. What about you?
Same here. As a front-end developer, I need to ensure my code doesn't slow down the website. What do you think are the best testing techniques?
Well, I think it depends on what you want to optimize. If it's load time, I would suggest using a tool like PageSpeed Insights. Have you used it before?
Yeah, it's pretty good. What else would you recommend for testing website speed?
I also like to use Metrics. It gives you more detailed information on what's slowing down your website.
That's useful. What about website responsiveness?
For responsiveness, I think it's best to test on multiple devices and browsers. You wouldn't believe how different some websites can look on different devices.
Yeah, I agree. I like using BrowserStack for cross-browser testing. It makes my life much easier.
Oh, I haven't tried that one yet. I'll have to give it a go. Do you have any other tips for testing website performance?
Well, one thing I always do is minify my code. It reduces the file size and can improve the page load speed.
That's a good one. Another thing I like to do is compress images. It can really speed up the website.
Yes, I always resize and compress images to reduce the file size without compromising on quality.
Great minds think alike. How do you measure the success of your optimization techniques?
I like to use Google Analytics. It gives you a lot of information on user behavior and can help you optimize the website even further.
Yeah, analytics is awesome. I also like to use heat mapping tools to see where users are clicking and if they are getting stuck somewhere.
Nice. What tool do you use for that?
I use Crazy Egg. It's really easy to use and gives you a lot of insight into user behavior.
Cool, I'll check that one out. It sounds like we have a lot in common when it comes to website optimization techniques.
Definitely. It's always great to share ideas with other professionals in the industry.
Hey, B. Are you ready to conquer this cliff?
I sure am. I've been looking forward to this adventure for months.
That's great to hear. Have you ever climbed anything like this before?
Not exactly, but I've been on some pretty intense hikes in the past.
Well, this will definitely be a challenge, but I'm sure we can make it to the top.
I trust you completely, You're the expert here.
Huh. I've just climbed a few more mountains than you have. Now, let's get started.
Gasps, whoa, the view from up here is incredible.
I know, right? It sure beats sitting behind a desk all day.
Laughs, absolutely. I'm so grateful for this experience.
Glad to hear it. We still have a ways to go, though. Keep pushing.
You got it. By the way, have you ever seen any interesting wildlife on your climbs?
Oh yeah, I once saw a family of mountain goats on a peak in the Rocky Mountains.
No way. That's amazing.
It was quite the experience. Have you seen anything cool on your travels?
I saw a kangaroo on a hike in Australia once. It was pretty surreal.
Laughs, that's amazing. We're getting close to the top now, by the way.
Yes. I can see the summit up ahead. Let's finish strong.
You got it, B. 2 more minutes of pushing and we'll be there.
Heavy breathing, all right, I'm ready. Let's do this.
Smiling, you did it, B. Welcome to the top.
Tearfully, thank you so much, This is easily one of the best experiences of my life.
Proudly, I'm so happy to hear that. B. Traveling, exploring, and climbing nature is truly something special. Hey, B. How's it going?
Not bad, Just working on some new projects. How about you?
Same here. I'm actually trying to figure out how we can use natural language processing to generate news reports.
That's an interesting topic. Do you have any specific ideas in mind?
Well, I was thinking we could use sentiment analysis to gauge people's reactions to certain news stories and use that as a starting point for our reports.
I like that. We could also use topic modeling to group related news items together and create more comprehensive reports.
Yeah, and we could even use named entity recognition to automatically find and highlight important people, places, and things in our reports.
That's really cool. It's amazing how much we can do with natural language processing these days.
Definitely. But we should also be careful not to rely too heavily on these techniques and still make sure our reports are accurate and unbiased.
That's a great point. It's important to balance automation with human oversight to ensure the best possible results.
Couldn't have said it better myself. Do you want to team up on this project?
I'd love to. Let's get started on this exciting journey of using NLP to revolutionize news reporting.
Wow, that was such a wild ride on the swing rider.
I know, right? My heart was in my throat the whole time.
It definitely got my adrenaline pumping. Did you see the view from up there though?
Absolutely stunning. I'm glad I took the risk and gave it a go.
Me too. Although, I have to admit, waiting in that long line did make me a bit nervous.
I feel you on that one. But when we finally strapped in and took off, it was worth the wait.
Definitely worth it. Have you been on any other rides here?
Just a couple of the tamer ones. I'm not sure I'm ready for the Tower of Terror just yet.
Laughs, yeah, that's definitely not for the faint of heart. But who knows, maybe by the end of the day we'll be brave enough to try it.
I don't know about that, but I'm definitely up for trying some of the food stalls. I heard they have some amazing churros here.
Smiling, now that sounds like a great idea. Food always makes everything better.
Agreed. Let's go find some, and then maybe we can work up the courage to tackle some of those scarier rides together later.
Sounds like a plan. This is turning out to be a really fun day at the amusement park. Hey B, how's it going?
I'm doing well, thanks for asking. How about you?
I'm good, thanks. So, let's talk about the design for the e-commerce website we're working on.
Sure, have you given it any thought?
Yes, I've been brainstorming some ideas. What do you think is most important for a successful e-commerce site?
Well, I think it needs to look visually appealing and be easy to navigate.
I completely agree. We need to create a design that is both beautiful and user-friendly.
Absolutely. What do you think about using a minimalist approach for the homepage?
I think that could work well, but we also need to ensure that the homepage provides enough information about the website and its products.
True, we wouldn't want to sacrifice information for aesthetics. Have you thought about incorporating any animations into the design?
Yes, I think we could use animations to enhance the user experience, but we need to make sure they don't slow down the website's loading time.
Good point. What about the checkout process? Do you have any ideas on how to make that more user-friendly?
I think we could simplify the checkout process by allowing guests to check out without creating an account and by minimizing the number of steps required.
Yes, that would definitely make the checkout process smoother. Have you considered implementing any personalization features?
Yes, I think we could use customer data to create personalized product recommendations for each user.
That's a great idea. It's always a plus when a website can personalize the experience for the user.
Absolutely. We also need to make sure the website is mobile-friendly, since a lot of users shop on their phones.
Definitely. It's important to ensure that the website is responsive on all devices. Hey, do you want to grab lunch and keep brainstorming?
Sure, that sounds great. I could use a break from staring at the computer screen all morning. Hi, be nice to see you today. What are we working on?
Hi, A. It's great to see you too. We need to optimize the interface of our mobile app. Specifically, we need to enhance the user experience when navigating the app.
That sounds like a good idea. What do you have in mind?
Well, I was thinking of improving the layout by making it more intuitive. For example, we could simplify the menu options and add more images to indicate the functions.
Good point. And we could also add some animations to make the app more engaging. How do you feel about that?
That could work well. But we need to make sure the animations don't slow down the app. Users don't like waiting too long for the app to load.
Yes, that's a valid concern. We could use lightweight animations that don't consume too much data or battery life.
I also think we should focus on adding more accessibility features. People with disabilities should be able to use our app with ease.
Absolutely. We need to make sure everyone can enjoy our app, regardless of their abilities.
Lastly, we could use more vibrant colors and fonts that match our brand image. It helps to make the app more memorable and enjoyable to use.
I love that idea. It's important to have a consistent brand image throughout our products.
Great, let's pitch these ideas to the rest of the team and see what they think.
Sounds like a plan. Thanks for the fruitful discussion, B.
No problem, A. Always happy to collaborate with you.
Hey B, have you heard about ISO 27001 security testing?
Yeah, I've heard a bit about it. Why do you ask?
Well, I've been reading up on it and I think it could really benefit our company's security measures.
That sounds interesting. What have you found out so far?
Well, apparently it provides a framework for managing and protecting sensitive information, as well as identifying and mitigating risks.
Ah, I see. So it's like a comprehensive security solution?
Exactly. And it's been adopted by organizations all around the world, so it's definitely a reputable standard.
But does it involve a lot of testing? I'm not really a fan of that part.
Well, there is some testing involved, but it's all necessary to ensure our security is up to standard. Plus, we can always hire a third party to do the testing for us.
Okay, that makes sense. So where do we start?
The first step is to get familiar with the ISO 27001 standard, and then we can conduct a gap analysis to see where we need to improve.
Got it. And how long do you think this whole process will take?
It can vary depending on the size and complexity of our organization, but usually it takes a few months to a year to fully implement.
Wow, that's quite a commitment. But I agree that our security is important, so let's do it.
Great, I'll start putting together a plan and we can meet up again soon to go over it in more detail.
Perfect, looking forward to it.
One last thing, do you want to be responsible for any particular aspect of the implementation? Maybe testing?
Laughs, how about I take charge of training our employees on the new security measures?
Sounds good to me. Let's get started. Hi, I'm traveling to Kaohsiung. Can you suggest some fun activities for me to do?
Of course. Kaohsiung has many great attractions to offer. Have you ever been to the Pier 2 Art Center? It's a popular spot for artsy folks and perfect for an Instagram photo shoot.
Wow, that sounds amazing. And what else is there to see?
Lotus Pond is another must-visit location. It's famous for its unique temples and calming atmosphere. You can even take a boat ride around the pond.
That sounds like a peaceful escape. What about food? I want to try some delicious Taiwanese cuisine.
Definitely try the night markets. Lioa Night Market is one of the most popular ones in Kaohsiung, and it has a wide variety of local delicacies like oyster omelette, stinky tofu, and bubble tea.
Yum, my mouth's already watering. Are there any activities that are fun for children?
Absolutely. Taroko Park is a great amusement park with various family-friendly rides and games. I'm sure your children will have a blast there.
Thank you so much for your suggestions. I can't wait to explore all of these places in Kaohsiung.
No problem at all. Enjoy your trip and don't hesitate to ask if you need any further assistance.
Good morning. I'm A local fruit farmer. Welcome to my fruit orchard.
Hi, nice to meet you. I'm B, a chef. I'm excited to see what fruits we'll be cooking with today.
We have a variety of fruits here: strawberries, peaches, plums, and cherries. You can pick whichever fruit you like.
Wow, this is amazing. I think I'll go with some strawberries and peaches. They look very fresh.
Great choices. I'll show you how to properly pick them so that they can last longer.
Thanks, A. Do you have any recipe ideas for these fruits?
Well, how about a peach and strawberry salad with goat cheese and balsamic vinaigrette?
Sounds delicious. I can add some almonds for crunch and maybe some fresh basil for added flavor.
That sounds perfect. And for dessert, we can make a peach and cherry crumble. It's a classic with a twist. I like to add some cardamom for a unique taste.
Yum, I can already taste it. Can I help with the cooking?
Of course. Let's head back to my farmhouse and get started. I have a fully equipped kitchen.
This is such a beautiful place, eh? Living in the countryside must be very peaceful.
Yes, it is. Plus, being surrounded by fresh fruits all day makes me very happy. It's a very satisfying job.
I can imagine. I'm grateful that I get to use your fruits to make delicious meals for people to enjoy.
And I'm grateful that I get to share my harvest with talented chefs like you. Let's get cooking. Hi there. I'm a primary school teacher in this rural area. I'm glad you're here to help me.
Nice to meet you. I'm a social worker and I'm here to work with teachers like you to enhance children's emotional well-being.
That's great. I've been thinking about ways to improve our students' self-esteem and emotional bond with their peers.
Self-esteem and emotional bonding are crucial pillars for a child's mental health. Do you think any particular activity can help in this regard?
Yes, I've tried to encourage group projects and tasks to encourage team building and positive interactions.
That's fantastic. How about organizing a talent show? This could be a great way to showcase students' skills and help them feel valued and appreciated by their peers.
That's a great idea. It will help students to express themselves creatively and develop a sense of pride in their abilities.
We could also organize community events where students can volunteer and give back to their society. This will help them to develop empathy and a sense of social responsibility.
That will help them to develop a sense of purpose and become positive contributors to their communities in the future.
Absolutely. We could also encourage parents to participate and volunteer, which will help build a bridge between the school and the local community.
I agree, it will strengthen the relationship between parents, students, and the school. This way, we can build a strong support network for our children.
All these activities will not only enhance self-esteem and emotional bonding but also help in overall personality development.
Thank you. I'm sure we'll make a great team in implementing these ideas for our students.
It was great talking to you. Together we can create a positive and nurturing environment for our young learners.
Hey B, how's it going? I hear you're the go-to person for preventing DDoS attacks.
Hey, I'm doing well. Yes, I've dealt with my fair share of DDoS attacks over the years.
That's great to hear. Our company has been experiencing some DDoS attacks lately, and we're not quite sure how to address it.
Well, there are several approaches we could take. One is to implement a cloud-based DDoS protection service.
That sounds interesting. How does it work?
Essentially, the service leverages multiple data centers around the world to absorb and mitigate the attack traffic before it reaches your own network.
That's clever. What about budget considerations?
For small to mid-sized companies like ours, cloud-based services are usually more cost-effective than building out our own infrastructure.
Makes sense. Are there any other approaches we should consider?
Yes, we could also deploy edge routers or firewalls that can detect and block suspicious traffic patterns.
Okay, that sounds like a good first line of defense. Are there any common misconceptions about preventing DDoS attacks that we should be aware of?
One common misconception is that DDoS attacks can be prevented entirely. It's more about mitigating the effects and minimizing the impact on your network.
Thanks for the clarification, B. Your insights are very helpful. Hi B. Nice to meet you. I heard we'll be working together to design a cross-platform mobile app for a travel company.
Hi A. Yeah, that's correct. I'm excited to work on this project with you. Have you thought about what features we should include in the app?
Well, I was thinking of integrating a feature that allows users to plan out their itinerary and book tours via the app.
That's a great idea. How about adding a map that shows nearby attractions and popular restaurants so users can easily navigate the city?
Yes, and we can also display the weather and language translation options to assist travelers who are visiting a foreign country.
You're on a roll, eh? Another feature we can include is a rating system for hotels and restaurants where users can leave reviews and share their experiences.
That's brilliant. How about adding a social media aspect, where users can connect with other travelers and share photos and travel tips?
Perfect. We can also incorporate a currency converter and a budget tracker to help users manage their expenses while on the trip.
Yes, and let's not forget about adding a notifications feature where users can receive alerts about flight delays, gate changes, and upcoming events.
That's a must-have feature. We can also create a user-friendly interface with colorful graphics and easy-to-use navigation.
Right, we want the app to be fun and intuitive for users to use. Lastly, we should make sure that the app runs smoothly on both iOS and Android devices.
Absolutely, cross-platform compatibility is crucial for widespread user adoption. I think we've got a solid plan here, eh?
Me too, B. This will be a fantastic app that will enhance the travel experience for so many people. Let's get started. Hey there, B. How's it going?
Pretty good, eh? How about you?
I'm doing well, thanks. So, we've been tasked with designing a risk control system for the bank. Any ideas?
Well, first we need to identify the key areas of risk for the bank. What do you think those might be?
I would say fraud, economic downturns, and cybersecurity breaches are all major risks.
Agreed. So, how about we start by establishing security measures to prevent fraudulent activities?
Great idea. We could also implement usage limits and apply analytics to detect suspicious activity patterns.
Good call. And for economic downturns, we could diversify the bank's assets and invest in safer, long-term options.
That makes sense. And to prevent cybersecurity breaches, we'll have to upgrade our servers and applications and enforce strict access control policies.
Definitely. We could also conduct regular training sessions for all employees to educate them on the importance of cybersecurity and the risks associated with it.
Yes, and we also need to ensure that all systems and processes are compliant with the necessary regulations and standards.
Right. I think we're on the right track here. Do you think we need to add anything else?
Just one thing, we should also establish a reporting system where any potential risks or breaches can be reported and resolved quickly.
Excellent point. I feel like we're really nailing this, A.
Couldn't agree more, B. Let's get this implemented ASAP. Hi there, enjoying the grill?
Yes, it's great to see so many people having a good time here.
Absolutely. It's always buzzing with life in here. What's your favorite beer?
As a beer mixologist, I can't really pick one. But I'm fond of Hoppy Pale Ale, and you?
I prefer a chilled lager, especially on hot summer days like this.
That's a classic choice. Speaking of summer, do you have the secret to achieving that perfectly grilled meat?
Well, it's all about timing, temperature, and letting the meat rest. But I've also got some special spices and marinades to add that extra flavor.
Oh, that's interesting. What are some of your favorites?
I'd say the chimichurri sauce for beef and citrusy marinade for chicken.
Yum. That sounds delicious. And what about your favorite mix to pair with grilled meat?
I'd recommend a cold IPA to bring out the spices. What do you think?
That sounds great, but I'd also suggest a fruity IPA to balance out the bold flavors.
That's a great idea. I'll definitely give it a try. Not only are you a beer mixologist, but you've also got a good palate for food.
Thank you. I'm passionate about both, and it's always a pleasure to talk to a skilled grill master like yourself.
The pleasure is all mine. It's always great to share tips and ideas with like-minded people.
Indeed, we both have a passion for food and drink, and it shows in what we do.
Hey there, are you the infamous New York taxi driver everyone talks about?
Infamous? I hope not. But I can definitely take you to wherever you need to be in NYC, no problem.
Awesome, thanks. Do you have any recommendations for places to visit in the city?
There's so much to see and do here, you can't go wrong. The Empire State Building, Central Park, Statue of Liberty, just to name a few.
Sounds like a plan, but I also want to try some authentic New York pizza. Any suggestions?
Absolutely. Joe's Pizza on Carmine Street is a classic spot. Or you can try DeFar Pizza in Brooklyn, but be ready for a long wait.
Great, thanks for the recommendations. Do you enjoy driving in New York City?
Honestly, it can be a bit crazy at times, but I love it. You'll never know what you'll see or who you'll meet when driving around here.
That's true. Have you ever had any interesting encounters while driving?
Oh yeah, I have plenty of stories. I once had an opera singer sing me a solo during a ride, and another time, a celebrity hopped in the back seat. You never know.
Wow, that's amazing. Do you have a favorite type of music you listen to while driving?
I actually love listening to talk radio, especially political shows. It keeps me up to date on current events.
Interesting, I prefer music. What's your favorite genre?
I'm a big fan of jazz. It's so relaxing and sets the tone for a great ride. But I also enjoy some classic rock from time to time.
I see. What's the craziest thing you've ever seen on the streets of New York City?
That's a tough one. I've seen it all. But one time, a group of people dressed in superhero costumes were chasing each other down the street. That was definitely a sight to see.
Sounds like a scene straight out of a movie. Well, thanks for the ride and the lively conversation. You truly are a New York treasure.
Thank you, it was my pleasure. Enjoy your stay in the Big Apple.
Hey B, have you heard about ISO 27001 security controls?
Yeah, I have. Why are you asking about it? Did you just read about it or what?
Yeah, I read an article about it, and I thought it was fascinating. It's all about protecting sensitive information, right?
Yes, it's all about protecting data from unauthorized access, disclosure, alteration, destruction, or disruption.
Wow, that sounds serious. But what's so funny about it?
Well, let's say it's like having a bodyguard protecting your secrets like a celebrity.
Ha ha, now I get it. So, how do these controls work?
They follow a framework of policies and procedures to ensure that information security risks are managed.
Okay, and what are some examples of these controls?
There's password policies, access control, physical security, and many more.
It's like a checklist for security, right? But how do you balance that with getting work done?
That's a good point. But the controls themselves can help you work more efficiently because they keep your information safe and sound.
Got it. I guess it's like having a guard dog that makes you feel more secure.
Exactly. And just like a guard dog, you can train and improve your security controls constantly.
Wow, that's quite fascinating. Maybe we should implement this in our company.
Yeah, that's a great idea. We should protect our data like a treasure.
Good morning. Are you here for business or pleasure?
Good morning. I'm here for business. I have a few meetings lined up in Sydney.
Great. Let me help you plan your itinerary. How long are you staying in Sydney?
I'll be here for just 3 days.
All right, then we can start with your accommodations. Would you like a hotel in the city center or closer to your meetings?
I would prefer a hotel closer to my meetings.
All right, I can recommend a few options for you. How about transportation? Would you prefer a rental car or a chauffeured car service?
I think a chauffeured car service would be better for me to go around the city.
Sure, I'll make sure to book you a reliable car service. Now, let's talk about your meals. Have you tried Australian cuisine before?
Not really. I'm open to trying new things. Do you have any recommendations?
Absolutely. You can try some fresh seafood at Sydney Fish Market, or experience a fancy fine dining experience at Quay.
That sounds amazing. What else can I do in my free time?
You can check out the iconic Sydney Opera House, climb the Sydney Harbour Bridge, or visit the Taronga Zoo to see some Australian wildlife.
Those all sound great. Thank you so much for your help in planning my trip.
No problem at all. I'm glad I could assist you. Enjoy your stay in Sydney. Hey there. How's your day going?
Not too bad, can't complain. What's up?
I've been thinking about how we can use AI to personalize our online education content. Any thoughts?
Oh yeah, there's a ton of potential for sure. Where should we start?
Maybe we could create a system that uses AI to track a student's progress, and then deliver personalized content based on their needs.
Good idea. We could also use data analytics to help identify areas where students may be struggling and offer targeted support.
Absolutely. And we could use machine learning to predict what topics a student might struggle with based on their past performance.
Yes, and we could even create virtual tutors that use natural language processing to communicate with students and offer support.
I love it. And we could also use AI to improve our assessments, making them more targeted and efficient.
Another great idea. With all these AI tools at our disposal, we could revolutionize online education.
Exactly. I can see the potential for personalized learning paths, virtual classrooms, and so much more.
And the best part is that we can constantly tweak and improve these systems to make them even better.
Agreed. This is an exciting time for online education, and I can't wait to see what we can achieve with AI.
Me too. Thanks for the brainstorming session. Let's get to work.
Hey honey, have you ever thought of buying me a diamond?
A diamond, huh? What do you want it for?
Well, just to have one. Plus, they're beautiful and timeless.
I see. How about we check out the flea market this weekend? They might have a few affordable ones there.
That sounds like a good idea. I'm down for some bargain hunting.
Great. We can make a day out of it. Maybe grab some street food and check out some other stalls too.
Yes. And if we find something really nice, we can haggle for a better price.
That's the spirit. Let's make sure we bring our bargaining skills with us then.
Oh, don't worry about that. I'm a pro at it. Plus, with you by my side, we'll definitely land a good deal.
You know it. We'll be the flea market diamond hunters.
Haha, I love it. I can't wait for this weekend now. Hey, have you started preparing for our grocery shopping?
Yes, I've made a list of things we need to buy.
Great. Then let's go through the list together. What's the first item?
We need to buy milk. What brand do you prefer?
I usually go for the organic milk from this brand, Best Farms. Have you tried it?
No, I haven't. Is it expensive?
Not really, it's reasonably priced. Let's check the price label and compare it to other options available.
Sure, that's a good idea. Also, can you tell me which size to get?
We usually get the quart-sized bottle, as it lasts longer and has enough for our needs.
Okay, that sounds good. What's next on the list?
We need to get some eggs. Do we need to follow any specific dietary requirements?
No, we don't have any specific requirements. But can we switch to the cage-free variety this time?
Absolutely, let's look for it. And what about the cheese we need to buy?
The recipe calls for feta cheese. Should we get it from our usual brand?
I think we should, as it's really good. But let's check if there are any other varieties of feta cheese.
Sure, good idea. Let's also check for any deals on cheese this week.
Yeah, that's a smart move. What's next on the list?
We need to buy some chicken breasts for dinner tomorrow. Which brand do you recommend?
We can go for the Tyson brand. It's always fresh and the quality is really good.
All right, let's check the price and size. Do we need bone-in or boneless?
We usually get boneless chicken breasts, but we can also get the bone-in ones for variety.
I agree. And what about the green beans we need for the side dish?
We can get fresh green beans from the produce section. Do you think we need a certain amount?
Let's see, the recipe calls for around 2 cups. Shall we get some extra for leftovers?
Sounds like a plan. And for the last item on the list, we need to buy some cereal. Do you have a preference?
Yes, I usually go for the Honey Nut Cheerios. What about you?
I'm a big fan of the Frosted Flakes. But let's see if there are any new flavors we can try.
Sure, let's check. And do we need any particular size of the cereal box?
I think the normal-sized box will do just fine. Shall we add a few individual cereal cups to our cart for on-the-go breakfasts?
Yes, that's a good idea. Let's do it.
Good morning, Professor B. How are you today?
Good morning, Professor A. I'm doing well. How about you?
I'm good, thanks. So, I wanted to discuss the course schedule for next semester with you.
Sure, I'm happy to discuss it. What are your thoughts?
Well, I was thinking we could add a new elective course on famous cats in history.
Laughing, that's certainly an interesting topic. Do you think it would be popular among students?
Yes, I think so. It's a fun and unique topic that I think many students would enjoy.
Okay, I'm willing to give it a try. What other courses do you suggest we include?
How about a course on creative writing? I think it would be great to encourage students to express themselves through writing.
That sounds like a good addition. We should also consider offering more language courses for international students.
Agreed. I'll make sure to add some language courses to the schedule. What about scheduling for exams? Shall we stick to the usual schedule?
Yes, I think the current schedule works well. We should also make sure that there are no clashes between exams.
Absolutely. I'll double-check the schedule and make sure there are no conflicts. Any other suggestions?
Maybe we could also consider having more guest speakers or hosting workshops to provide students with practical skills.
Great idea, Professor B. I'll see what we can arrange in that regard. Thank you for your input.
Of course, happy to help. Let's make sure to keep the courses exciting and engaging for our students.
Welcome to the Great Barrier Reef. My name is Jack, and I'll be your diving instructor today. What's your name?
Hi Jack, I'm Sarah. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too, Sarah. Have you been scuba diving before?
Yes, I have a few times. But never in such a beautiful place like this.
Great. Then I'm sure you know the basics. We'll start with a safety briefing and then head out to the water. Are you ready?
Yes, I'm excited. Is the water cold?
Not at all. The temperature is around 25 degrees Celsius, so it's quite comfortable. Do you have any questions before we start?
Just one. Are we going to see any sharks?
Oh, don't worry about that. We usually don't see any sharks around here. But if we do, I'll make sure to keep you safe.
Okay, that's good to know. Let's get started.
All right. First, we'll check your equipment and make sure everything fits properly. Then we'll practice some underwater skills.
Sounds cool. What kind of skills will we practice?
We'll practice clearing our masks if they fill up with water, as well as sharing air with each other in case one of us runs out.
Got it. That sounds important.
It definitely is. Safety is our top priority. Now let's head out to the water and start our dive.
Wow, the water is so clear. And there are so many colorful fish.
Yes, it's amazing, isn't it? This is why I love my job. Just remember to pace your breathing and don't touch anything. We want to leave the reef undisturbed.
Okay, got it. This is so much fun.
I'm glad you're enjoying it. Just keep an eye on your air gauge and we'll head back to the surface when it's time to finish our dive.
How much longer do we have?
We'll be underwater for about 45 minutes, so we still have some time left. Look over there, do you see that big group of fish?
Whoa, that's so cool.
Yeah, it's a big school of barracuda. They're actually harmless, but they can look intimidating with their sharp teeth.
Hee hee, I'll just try not to think about that. Thanks for showing me all these cool things.
My pleasure. It's always great to share the beauty of the reef with someone new. Alright, it's time to head back up. Let's slowly ascend while continuously exhaling and surface safely. Hello. Could you tell me how to use the laundry service in your hotel?
Hi there. Sure thing. Our laundry service is available for guests 24/7. You can find a laundry bag in your room's closet.
Okay, and how much does it cost?
We have a price list in the laundry bag, but just so you know, the pricing depends on the type of clothing and how much you want to wash. But don't worry, it's reasonably priced.
That sounds great. What is the usual turnaround time for laundry?
Our laundry service turnaround time is usually about 24 hours, but if you need it sooner, we can try to accommodate your request.
And how do I pay for the service?
We can just charge it to your room's bill if you're staying with us, or we can process the payment directly if you're not. We accept most major credit cards.
Awesome, thanks for explaining all of that. Are there any special instructions I need to know about?
Yes, please make sure to fill out the laundry slip completely, including any special instructions, and place it in the bag with your clothes. If you have any delicate or expensive clothing, please let us know so we can take extra care.
Got it. I'll fill out the slip and leave the bag outside my door for pickup. Do I need to call reception to request pickup?
No, you don't need to call. Just leave the bag outside your door by 9 a.m. and we'll pick it up. If you miss this time, just give us a call and we'll arrange pickup for later.
Sounds easy enough. Thanks for helping me with this.
You're welcome. Let us know if you have any other questions or requests during your stay.
Hi there. I need to exchange some currency. Can you help me out?
Absolutely. What type of currency do you have, and what would you like in return?
I have some Japanese yen, but I would like to get some American dollars.
Sure thing. We can exchange your yen for dollars here. Do you have any particular denominations in mind?
Well, I need some smaller ones for things like vending machines and parking meters. Can I get some cents, nickels, and dimes?
Of course. How about quarters and dollars?
Yes, I'll need those too, for larger purchases like meals and souvenirs.
Okay, I can give you a mix of all of those. Do you need any bills as well?
Yes, please. I'll need a few ones and some larger bills like 5s and 10s for convenience.
All right, I'll make sure to give you a good mix of coins and bills. Did you have a specific amount in mind?
Not really, just enough to get me through my trip. What do you recommend?
I would suggest getting a mix of denominations, including some smaller coins for convenience. How about $200 worth of currency?
That sounds perfect. Thank you so much for your help.
You're welcome. Enjoy your trip and let us know if you need anything else.
Good afternoon, I am a sommelier from France and I am excited to learn more about Spanish wines.
Well, welcome to our winery in Barcelona. We have some great options for you to taste and learn about.
Great, I am eager to try some of your best wines. Could you tell me about the production process of your grapes?
Of course, our Chardonnay grapes are handpicked and we use oak barrels for fermentation. Our vineyard is nestled in the hills of Barcelona, providing ideal soil and climate for the grapes.
Very interesting. What would be your personal favorite wine here?
I must say, our Tempranillo has a unique flavor profile with a hint of smokiness. It pairs perfectly with the local cuisine.
I must try that one. How long have you been a tour guide here?
I have been giving tours at this winery for over a decade. It's always a pleasure to show people around and share our passion for wine.
I can tell you are passionate about what you do. How do you suggest we properly taste a wine to get the full experience?
First, look at the color of the wine, then swirl it to release the aromas. Take a sip and let it rest on your tongue before swallowing. The aftertaste is where the true character of the wine comes through.
Thank you for the tips. This Tempranillo is delicious.
I'm glad you enjoy it. Would you like to learn more about the history of the winery?
Yes, I would love to hear about it.
Well, this winery has been in my family for generations. My great-grandfather started it all, and we've been expanding and perfecting our wine production ever since.
That's amazing. I know I will be recommending this winery to all my wine-loving friends back in France.
We'd love to have them. Thank you so much for coming and enjoying our wines.
It was truly a pleasure. Thank you for sharing your knowledge and hospitality with me. Hi there, I'm a data scientist. Nice to meet you.
Hi, I'm an AI engineer. Good to meet you too. So, we're both working with energy, huh?
Yeah, that's right. We're working on optimizing energy use and distribution in this company.
That sounds interesting. Do you have any initial ideas on how to achieve that?
Well, I've been analyzing the energy data we have and noticed some inefficiencies. We should start by targeting those.
That makes sense. Meanwhile, I'm trying to teach the AI to predict energy usage patterns and make automated recommendations.
Wow, that's amazing. It'd be great to have AI automatically managing the supply and demand.
Yes, indeed. Let's see what else we can come up with to further optimize the energy consumption.
How about we start a green energy initiative in the company? We can promote renewable energy and engage employees to participate.
That's a great idea. We should definitely do that. And hey, we can also gamify the experience and create an app for it.
Sounds like a plan. We can incentivize employees to reduce their energy consumption and track their progress using the app.
Totally. We can even use the data from the app to further optimize the energy usage.
Brilliant. I'm excited to see the results of our collaboration.
Me too. This is the kind of work that makes a difference in the world.
Hey B, have you ever heard of ISO 27001 disaster recovery?
Yeah, I have. It's all about making sure you have a plan in place to recover from disasters, right?
That's right. I'm actually in charge of making sure our company is compliant with ISO 27001.
Wow, that sounds important. What kind of disaster could we face?
Anything from a power outage to a cyber attack. We need to be prepared for anything that could disrupt our business operations.
I see. So, what's our plan if disaster strikes?
We have a plan in place to minimize the impact of the disaster and rapidly recover our systems. It's all about being prepared.
That's great. I feel better knowing we're prepared for the worst.
You know what they say, forewarned is forearmed. And it's always better to be safe than sorry.
You're right. But, now that we're prepared, let's not jinx it and hope nothing bad ever happens.
Agreed. Knocks on wood. Hello B, it's great to see you in the library. What subject are you studying?
Hi, Teacher A. I am studying for my history exam.
History, huh? What is the most fascinating thing you have learned so far?
I found out about the story of the Trojan horse. I never thought a wooden horse could cause such huge destruction.
Ah, yes. That's a classic example of a clever military tactics.
But, if only the Trojans knew it was a trap, they wouldn't have taken the horse inside their city's wall.
That's true. But they didn't suspect a thing, and that's what made it effective.
I suppose it's just like when we have a surprise test, and the students who knew beforehand usually perform better.
Haha. Yes, that's a great analogy. But let's focus on your history notes, so that you will be ready for the surprise test, just in case.
Sure thing, Teacher A. Thank you for the reminder.
No problem. Do you need any assistance with your notes?
Actually, I am not sure about a few dates. Would you mind helping me?
Of course not. Let me take a look. Oh, these are important dates. You should try to remember them well.
Yes, I will do my best. Thank you, Teacher A. You make learning history fun.
I am glad to hear that. B, keep up the good work, and don't forget to take breaks, too. Studying effectively includes rest and snacks.
Haha, I will do that. Thank you for the advice, Teacher A.
Hey, have you checked out the new update on the app?
Yeah, I have. What do you think about it?
I think it's pretty cool, but I feel like the user experience could still be improved.
Yeah, I agree. What specifically do you think needs to be optimized?
Well, for one thing, I think the layout could be more streamlined. It feels a bit cluttered right now.
Yeah, I see what you mean. Maybe we could simplify some of the sections and make it more intuitive for users.
Exactly. And I also think the font size could be bigger. It's hard to read some of the small text.
That's a good point. We want to make sure users can easily navigate the app without any issues.
Yeah, and speaking of navigation, I think the menu bar could be more prominent. It's kind of hidden right now.
Agreed. Maybe we could make it a different color or add some animations to make it stand out.
Now you're thinking like a designer. I also think we could add some more interactive features to make the app more engaging.
Like what?
Maybe we could include some quizzes or mini games.
Ooh, I like that idea. It would definitely give users more incentive to use the app.
And speaking of incentives, I think we could offer more rewards for users who complete certain tasks or milestones.
Yes, that's a great way to keep users engaged and motivated.
Right. And while we're at it, we could also add some social sharing features so users can share their achievements with their friends.
That's a great idea. It would help spread the word about our app and bring in more users.
Exactly. Now, let's get to work and start making these improvements. Hi there. Need any help with your report?
Yeah, I'm trying to find some more sources on the history of coffee.
Great topic. Have you checked out the online databases?
Yeah, but I got overwhelmed with all the options.
I know the feeling. Maybe try narrowing it down to a specific time period or region?
That's a good idea. I'm mostly interested in the origins of coffee in Ethiopia.
Then you definitely want to check out this book on traditional Ethiopian coffee ceremonies.
That sounds fascinating. Thanks for the recommendation.
No problem. Speaking of coffee, have you tried the new cafe down the street?
No, is it good?
Oh yeah, their lattes are the best I've had in a while.
I'll have to check it out. Thanks for the tip.
Anytime. How's the rest of your report going?
It's going pretty well, but I'm struggling with how to narrow down my research question.
Have you tried bouncing some ideas off your peers or professors?
Not yet, but that's a good idea. Maybe I can set up a meeting with my professor next week.
Sounds like a plan. Remember, research is all about persistence and asking questions.
Thanks for the encouragement, I appreciate it.
Absolutely. And don't forget to take breaks and fuel up on coffee along the way.
Will do. Thanks again for your help.
Hi, it's great to finally meet you in person, B. I've been following your YouTube channel for a while now.
Thanks, hey. It's nice to meet you too. I'm always happy to connect with fellow content creators.
Have you tried any of the dishes here before?
Yeah, I've been here a few times. I'm a big fan of their barbecue ribs. How about you?
I actually haven't tried anything yet. I heard their burgers are pretty good, so I think I'll give that a try.
Sounds like a plan. By the way, I loved your latest blog post about sustainable fashion. Very informative and well written.
Thank you. It's a topic I'm passionate about, and I'm glad to see more people talking about it.
I totally agree. As content creators, we have a responsibility to use our platforms for good.
Absolutely. So, what kind of videos have you been working on lately?
Mostly travel vlogs. I just got back from Thailand and I'm currently editing the footage.
Nice. I've always wanted to go there. Any recommendations?
Definitely check out Chiang Mai. It has a beautiful old town and there are so many temples to visit.
Noted. Speaking of work, have you been keeping up with your YouTube analytics?
Yeah, I try to check them at least once a week. It's important to see what's working and what's not.
I couldn't agree more. It's all about finding ways to improve and grow our channels.
Exactly. And with that, our food is here. Bon appetit, eh?
Thanks, B. Enjoy your ribs. Hi there. As information security engineer, I was thinking about ways we can prevent DDoS attacks on our company's network. What do you think, B?
Well, DDoS attacks are an ongoing threat to any online business, and we have to be prepared for them. We could use a firewall or a load balancer to distribute traffic.
Yes, those are definitely great options. We could also consider having a cloud-based mitigation service to help absorb the impact of any incoming attacks.
That's a good idea. Another solution would be to monitor our website traffic carefully so we can identify any sudden spikes in activity.
Absolutely. We could also have multiple servers set up to receive and distribute traffic to reduce the impact of any possible attacks.
Definitely. However, we should also make sure that our servers are up to date with the latest security patches and configurations.
Agreed. And we should also have a response plan in place in case of an attack, so we can react quickly and minimize damage.
That's a smart move. And let's not forget to educate our employees and customers about the importance of strong passwords and safe online habits.
Great point. We could even go as far as offering training sessions for employees and encouraging customers to use two-factor authentication.
Exactly. By taking these measures, we'll be better prepared for any potential DDoS attacks and ensure the safety of our network and customers.
Thanks for the fruitful discussion, B. I really appreciate your insights as a network security expert.
My pleasure, eh? It's always important to collaborate and share knowledge when it comes to cybersecurity.
Hey, have you been to any exciting places lately?
Yeah, I went to Japan last month. It was amazing. The food and culture was so different from what I'm used to.
Japan's on my bucket list. I've heard they have the most amazing sushi.
It's true, but their ramen is just as good. Speaking of food, did you know our friends are planning a dinner party soon?
Really? That sounds like fun. Who's hosting it?
Sarah and her husband are hosting it at their place.
That's great. I can't wait to see everyone. Do we know what they're planning to cook?
I know they were thinking of doing a potluck, so I'm bringing one of my favorite recipes.
Nice. What are you going to make?
I was thinking of making my famous chili. It's always a hit.
Yum, I love a good chili. Speaking of potlucks, have you been to any fun ones before?
Yeah, I went to one where everyone had to bring a dish from a different country. It was so interesting to try all the different flavors and cuisines.
That's such a fun idea. I'll have to suggest it for our next potluck. But back to travel, have you ever been to Europe?
I actually went there last summer. I visited Italy, France, and Spain. It was a dream come true.
Wow, that's amazing. I've always wanted to visit Italy and try all the different types of pasta.
Italy was definitely a highlight for me. The architecture, the wine, the gelato, it's all so beautiful and delicious.
I'm getting hungry just thinking about it. But speaking of architecture, have you been to any cool landmarks or buildings during your travels?
Yeah, I went to the Eiffel Tower in Paris and it was breathtaking. And in Spain, I saw the Sagrada Familia. It was like nothing I'd ever seen before.
That's so cool. I haven't been to either of those places, but I did visit the Grand Canyon and it was just as amazing.
I've always wanted to go there. Nature is so beautiful and peaceful.
It really is. Hey, we should plan a trip together sometime.
Yes, that sounds like a great idea. Where should we go next?
How about we visit South America next? I've never been there and I've heard it's amazing.
That sounds perfect. Let's start planning our itinerary.
Good morning. Are you ready to pick some fruit?
Yes, I am. I can't wait to see all the different types of produce here.
We have apples, pears, peaches, and cherries to pick today.
That sounds delicious. I'm going to make a pie with the fruit we gathered today.
Great idea. I'm going to make a fruit salad with some of the fruit.
That would be perfect for a hot summer day. Do you have any tips for picking good fruit?
Look for fruit that is firm but not hard. Also, check for any blemishes or bruises on the fruit.
Got it. Do you have any tips for the pie crust?
Use cold butter and ice water when making the dough. It will help the crust be flaky.
Thank you for your advice. I think our dishes will turn out great.
I agree. And don't forget to save some fruit for snacking while we work.
Of course not. It's always good to have some snacks.
Hey there. Looks like we both have backpacks. Where are you headed to?
Hey, I'm going to hike in the mountains, and you?
Nice. I'm heading to the beach, but I've got a lot of stuff in my backpack. How about you? What do you have in your backpack?
Let's see, I have my tent, sleeping bag, water filter, and my trusty Swiss Army knife.
Sounds like you're prepared for anything. I have my sunscreen, a hat, a couple of beach towels, and a book to read.
That's great. We definitely packed for different types of adventures, but it all fits in our backpacks. Speaking of which, how heavy is your backpack?
It's about 10 kilos. What about yours?
Mine is about 15 kilos, but I don't mind the extra weight. It's a good workout.
I hear you. I struggle with my backpack on public transportation, but it's worth it for the beach. So what's the most unique thing you have in your backpack?
Probably my foldable saw. You never know when you'll need to make a shelter out of fallen branches.
That's pretty impressive. I think the most unique thing I have is a portable hammock, perfect for lounging at the beach.
Nice choice. Well, happy travels and let's hope that everything we need is in our trusty backpacks.
Amen to that. Safe travels to you too. Enjoy your hike. Good morning, Nurse B. How are you feeling today?
Good morning, Dr. A. I'm feeling great. Ready for another day at the hospital.
That's great to hear. Today's schedule is packed. We have 3 surgeries lined up. Are you ready to assist me?
Absolutely. I am always ready to lend a helping hand.
Excellent. Looks like our first surgery is a knee replacement. Have you assisted in this type of surgery before?
Yes, I have assisted in a few of these surgeries before. I can help you out with anything you need.
That's great to hear. You are always so efficient and helpful. Did you hear about the new cafeteria that just opened up in the hospital?
No, I haven't. What's new about it?
Well, they have this amazing veggie burger that I just had yesterday. It was so delicious.
Oh wow, now you have me intrigued. We should go there for lunch sometime.
Definitely. I can't wait for you to try it out. Now let's get started, the patient is waiting for us.
Right, let's get to work. Can you hand me the surgical tools, please?
Sure, I got them right here. Let's begin the operation.
I'm ready when you are. Let's do this.
Great job, Nurse B. The surgery was a success.
Thank you, Dr. A. It was a pleasure working with you again.
Likewise, let's go grab lunch now and celebrate. Wow, the view from up here on the Ferris wheel is amazing. Have you been on one before?
Yeah, I have. But every time I get on one, I still freak out a little bit.
I know what you mean. It can get pretty wild up here, but the view is so worth it.
Definitely. It's really cool to see everything from this height.
And it's not even that scary. Plus, it's a great opportunity to take some awesome photos.
For sure. I just have to make sure I don't drop my phone.
Haha, yeah, that would be pretty bad. But this ride seems really safe, so I'm not too worried.
Agreed. And it's really smooth too. I've been on some Ferris wheels that are super shaky.
Oh no, that doesn't sound too pleasant.
No, not at all. But this one is great. Have you been on any other rides today?
Yeah, I went on the roller coaster earlier. That one was amazing, but it definitely gave me a bit of a headache.
I know what you mean. I'm more of a Ferris wheel kind of person myself.
Well, it's definitely a more leisurely experience. I'm just glad we're both having a good time.
Me too. It's always great to have a fun day at the amusement park.
Hi there, can you tell me more about the souvenirs you have for sale at the museum gift shop?
Of course. We have a variety of items, including postcards, keychains, and t-shirts featuring images from our exhibits.
That all sounds great. Do you have any recommendations for something unique or special?
Well, one item that is quite popular is this replica of a dinosaur bone. It's a great gift for kids or anyone interested in paleontology.
Oh wow, that does look really cool. How much does it cost?
It's priced at $25, but we also have a smaller version for $10 if you're looking for something more affordable.
Decisions. What about this mug with a painting of a famous artist? It's really interesting.
That's a new addition to our collection. It features a work by Van Gogh and is actually part of our current exhibition. It's priced at $15.
That's a reasonable price for a cool art piece. I think I'll take it. Can I pay with a credit card?
Absolutely. We accept all major credit cards. You can also fill out a feedback form if you'd like to let us know about your experience today.
Sure thing. Thanks for your help and for a great visit to the museum.
You're very welcome. Enjoy your new mug and have a great day.
Daddy, my tummy hurts. I think I have a stomachache.
Oh no, I'm sorry to hear that, kiddo. Do you remember what you ate for lunch today?
I had a sandwich with peanut butter and jelly and some apple slices.
I don't think that should be the cause of your stomachache. Did you drink enough water today?
I had a glass with lunch and another one at recess.
That sounds like enough water. Maybe you just have a little bug or ate something that didn't agree with you.
But I don't want to be sick. Can we have something for dinner that is easy to digest?
Of course, how about some chicken noodle soup? It's always a good choice for upset tummies.
Yay, I love chicken noodle soup. Thanks, Dad.
No problem, sweetie. And if you're still not feeling well tomorrow, we'll take a trip to the doctor.
Okay, but I'm sure I'll feel better after some soup. Maybe I was just too excited during gym class today.
That could be it too. Remember to take it easy and rest tonight. And don't worry, we'll make sure you're good as new in no time.
Thanks, Dad. You're the best.
You're the best too, kid. Now let's go make some soup.
Hi there, I see you're taking photos of your food. Are you a food blogger?
Hey, yes I am. And it looks like you are too, judging by your camera and notebook.
That's right. I'm always on the lookout for new and interesting dishes to write about on my blog.
Same here. You know, it's funny how we're both doing the same thing but on different platforms.
Yeah, it's great that we can each bring our own unique style to the table.
Absolutely. So what have you tried so far? I'm always on the hunt for new recommendations.
I just had the chicken and waffles, and it was amazing.
Oh, I love that dish. Have you tried the mac and cheese too? It's a personal favorite of mine.
No, I haven't. I'll definitely have to give that a try. What about you? What's your favorite dish here?
Honestly, it's hard to pick just one. But if I had to choose, it would be the truffle fries. They're so addictive.
I've heard great things about those. And your vlogs are so interesting. How do you come up with all your video ideas?
Thank you so much. I try to stay on top of food trends and see what's new and exciting in the foodie world. Plus, I love experimenting in the kitchen myself.
That's amazing. You're so talented. And speaking of experimenting, have you ever tried to create your own recipe?
Yes, I have. I made a version of avocado toast with smoked salmon and it turned out pretty delicious, if I do say so myself.
That sounds so mouth-watering. I think I'll have to try making that myself one day.
You definitely should. Cooking and creating new dishes is so much fun.
I completely agree. By the way, would you be down to collaborate on a blog post and video together sometime?
Yes, let's do it. It would be great to combine our skills and reach a wider audience.
Perfect, I'll DM you my contact info. This is going to be so much fun. Hey there B, what new word do you want to learn today?
How about perplexed?
Great choice. So perplexed basically means to be confused or puzzled about something.
Oh, okay, I think I got it. Can you give me an example sentence?
Sure thing. How about this one? I was completely perplexed by the math problem and couldn't solve it.
Ah, got it. So when you're perplexed, it means you can't figure something out.
Exactly. The word is often used when something is more confusing than you expected it to be.
I see. So does perplexed have any similar words?
Good question. You could also use words like baffled, mystified, or bewildered to convey a sense of confusion or puzzlement.
Interesting. Do you have any tips on how to remember this word?
One way to remember it is by thinking of plexus, which means a network of nerves or vessels in the body. So perplexed could mean your thoughts or emotions are tangled up like a network.
Wow, that's a really helpful tip. Thanks.
My pleasure. Do you have any other questions, or would you like to learn another new word?
Let's stick with perplexed for now, but I'll definitely come back for more vocabulary lessons.
Sounds good to me. Keep up the great work, B. Good morning, how are you feeling today?
I'm feeling a bit under the weather, actually.
Okay, let's take a look. How long have you been feeling this way?
About 3 days.
Have you been taking any medication or tried any home remedies?
I've been drinking lots of tea and taking some over-the-counter medicine, but it's not really helping.
Alright, well let's examine you and see what's going on. It looks like you have a bit of a cold.
I figured as much. What should I do?
Rest, drink fluids, and take it easy. You should be feeling better in a few days. Do you have any plans for the weekend that you need to cancel?
Well, I was planning on running a marathon, but I guess I'll have to sit this one out.
Laughs, yes, probably best to save your energy for when you're feeling better.
Laughs, yeah, I don't think I'll be breaking any records with a cold.
Chuckles, definitely not. But listen, if you start feeling worse or have trouble breathing, come back in or even go to the emergency room.
Thank you. I hope I won't need to.
Me too. Get some rest and feel better soon.
Thanks, Doc.
Hi there. Have you ever designed a website before?
Yes, I actually have. Why do you ask?
I'm currently designing a website for my friend's business, and I'm wondering what are some basic principles of website design. Do you have any advice?
Sure. First and foremost, your website should have a clear and easy-to-use navigation menu.
That makes sense. What about the design layout?
Your design should be visually appealing, but not too cluttered. Keep it simple and clean.
Good point. What about the content?
Your content should be well organized and easy to read. Break it up into sections with headings and use bullet points for important information.
That's helpful. What about images and videos?
Use high-quality images and videos that are relevant to your content. But be careful not to make them too large, as they can slow down the loading time of your website.
I didn't think of that. Is there anything else I should keep in mind?
Yes, make sure your website is mobile-friendly. More and more people are browsing the web on their phones and tablets, so it's important to have a responsive design.
Great advice. Thanks so much for your help.
No problem, happy to help. Let me know if you have any other questions during the design process.
Good morning. Welcome to our coffee shop. how can I help you today?
Hi there. I'm the owner of the restaurant next door. I saw your new coffee shop and wanted to introduce myself.
Oh, hello. It's great to meet you. We're very excited to be here in Lucerne.
That's wonderful. I wanted to let you know that I'm a big coffee drinker and I'll definitely be stopping by.
Great to hear. We have some delicious blends and pastries that I think you'll enjoy.
That sounds fantastic. What inspired you to open a coffee shop here?
Well, my partner and I both love coffee and have always dreamed of opening our own place. Lucerne is such a beautiful city and we thought it would be a great location.
I agree. It's a lovely place to be. Plus, who doesn't love a good cup of coffee?
Exactly. We're hoping to create a cozy and welcoming atmosphere where people can relax and enjoy a cup of coffee.
I think you'll be successful. I'll definitely spread the word to my restaurant patrons.
Thank you so much. We really appreciate your support.
Of course. And if you ever need any help or advice, feel free to let me know.
Wow, that's very kind of you. Thank you, we'll definitely keep that in mind.
No problem at all. Good luck with the new coffee shop.
Thank you, we'll see you soon.
Take care.
Hey B, have you ever felt that our smartphone interface is a little clunky?
Yeah, sometimes I find myself clicking through a bunch of menus trying to find what I'm looking for.
Exactly. I was thinking that we could streamline the interface to make it more intuitive for users.
Great idea. How do you suggest we go about it?
Well, one thing we could do is simplify the home screen by grouping similar apps together.
That sounds like a good start, but what about search functionality? It's important for users to easily find what they need.
That's true. Maybe we could improve the search function by including voice recognition software or predictive text.
What about customizability? Some users like to have their apps organized in a certain way.
That's a valid point. Perhaps we could include themes or allow users to create their own customized interfaces.
I like that idea. What about the size of buttons and icons? We don't want everything to be too small and difficult to click on.
Agreed. We could increase the size of frequently used icons and make sure they're placed in easy-to-reach areas of the screen.
Speaking of screens, what if we made the interface more interactive by incorporating more gesture controls?
I was just about to suggest that. We could add in gestures like swiping, pinching, and tapping to make the user experience more tactile.
But we also need to make sure that our interface is still accessible to people with disabilities. Have you thought about that?
Absolutely. We could include features like text-to-speech or screen readers to assist users with visual impairments.
That's a great idea. It's always important to think about accessibility when designing any user interface.
Absolutely. And if we can nail the design, we'll have users clicking away on our interface like it's second nature.
Well, we better get started then. I'm excited to see what we come up with.
Me too. Let's get to work. Good morning. I'm here to check out.
Good morning, sir. May I please have your name and room number?
My name is John Smith, and my room number is 305.
Thank you. Can I ask how your stay was here at our hotel?
It was great. I have no complaints. The bed was comfortable, the room was clean, and the staff was friendly.
That's wonderful to hear. May I ask why you're checking out early?
Oh, my flight got rescheduled for an earlier time, so I need to leave as soon as possible.
I understand. I'll just need to confirm that there are no additional charges before you go. Did you use any services like the minibar, room service, or laundry during your stay?
I did, actually. I had a few drinks from the minibar and sent some laundry in.
All right. I'm just going to check the system to see what the total is, and it looks like there's no additional charge. You're all set to go.
Great. Thank you for your help. This was a nice stay, and I'll be sure to recommend this hotel to my colleagues.
That's wonderful to hear. We hope to see you again soon. Have a safe trip home.
Thank you. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Hey B, how's it going? What kind of website are we developing today?
Hey, I'm doing great. We're developing a website that offers real-time interaction. It's going to be awesome.
That does sound awesome. What kind of tools are you planning on using for the front end?
Well, I was thinking of using React for the UI since it's pretty quick and easy to develop with.
Oh, that sounds interesting. Are you concerned about any performance issues with real-time data transfer?
Actually, I've been looking into WebSocket for the server-side communication. It should be perfect for this kind of application.
Nice. I think we'll need a good database solution for storing all the real-time data. Have you thought about that?
Yeah, I was thinking of using MongoDB. It's a NoSQL database that can handle real-time data.
That's smart. What about user authentication? Should we implement OAuth 2 or some other authentication method?
Yeah, OAuth 2 would be ideal since it's a widely accepted standard. Plus, it's secure and pretty easy to use.
Makes sense to me. What about the design of the website? Do you have any ideas?
I was thinking of using a clean and modern design with plenty of white space. We could maybe incorporate some subtle animations as well.
I like the sound of that. What about the color scheme?
I was thinking of using some pastel colors since they tend to be more calming and easier on the eyes.
Sounds good. Do we have any specific features we want to add to the site?
Well, we could maybe add some real-time chat functionality or some kind of virtual whiteboard for collaborative brainstorming.
Those are some great ideas. Do you think we can have everything ready in time for the deadline?
Definitely. I think we have a solid plan here and we can get it all done on time.
Awesome, let's get to work then. This is going to be an exciting project. Good morning, B. Today we're going to talk about the word indifferent. Have you heard of it before?
Hi, yes I have, but I'm not entirely sure what it means.
Well, indifferent is when someone is not interested or doesn't care about something. For example, if your friend says he's really into football, but you don't care about it, you could say you're indifferent to football.
Ah, I see. So it's like being neutral or uninterested?
Exactly. It's like having a lack of enthusiasm or passion. But be careful, because sometimes it can also have a negative connotation if you're indifferent to something important.
Got it. Can you give me an example sentence using indifferent?
Sure. How about this? At the meeting, the boss seemed indifferent to our concerns about the new project.
That's not good. I'm guessing that means the boss didn't care about their ideas?
Yes, exactly. And in that context, it's not a good thing. But on a lighter note, have you seen that new movie that came out?
No, I haven't. Is it any good?
I thought it was great, but my friend was completely indifferent to it. She said it was just okay.
Well, I guess that means I'll have to see it for myself and form my own opinion.
You got it. Remember, it's okay to be indifferent sometimes, but try to stay enthusiastic and passionate about the things that matter most to you. Good morning. I'm planning to visit Texas for a week. Can you suggest some places to visit?
Good morning. Definitely visit the Alamo in San Antonio. It's a historical landmark and a must-see for any visitor to Texas.
That sounds interesting. What else do you recommend in San Antonio?
You should also check out the Riverwalk. It's a beautiful area lined with shops, restaurants, and scenic views.
Great, thanks for the suggestion. What about Dallas?
In Dallas, you should visit the 6th Floor Museum at Dealey Plaza. It's an informative museum about the assassination of President John F. Kennedy.
Wow, that sounds poignant. Anything else in Dallas?
The Dallas Arboretum and Botanical Garden is a beautiful place to visit. It has over 66 acres of gardens and trails to wander around.
Awesome, I'll definitely check that out. How about Fort Worth?
The Fort Worth Stockyards is a great place to experience the cowboy culture of Texas. You can see rodeos, cowboy shows, and even take a horseback ride.
Sounds like I won't be bored on this trip. Are there any other hidden gems you recommend?
Definitely visit the Hamilton Pool Preserve in Austin. It's a gorgeous natural pool with a waterfall and hiking trails.
Thank you so much for all the recommendations. I'm excited to explore Texas now.
You're welcome. Have a wonderful trip.
Hi there, I'm planning a trip to Lithuania in a few weeks and was hoping to get some advice on things to see and do.
Absolutely. Have you been to Lithuania before?
No, this will be my first time.
Well, there's lots to do. Are you more interested in exploring cities or nature?
I prefer to mix it up. Maybe a little of both?
Great. For nature, I recommend visiting the Curonian Spit. It's a beautiful sand dune peninsula with stunning views of the Baltic Sea.
That sounds amazing. What about cities?
Vilnius is a must-see. It's the capital city and has a charming old town with lots of history and culture. You can also visit Trakai Island Castle, which is just outside of the city.
I've heard about the food in Lithuania. Any recommendations on what to try?
Definitely try the cepelinai. It's a national dish made out of grated and boiled potatoes, stuffed with minced meat and served with sour cream. And don't forget the Lithuanian beer.
Sounds delicious. Any other tips for my trip?
Sure, bring comfortable shoes for walking and dress in layers as the weather can be unpredictable. And don't forget to visit the Hill of Crosses. It's an amazing site with thousands of crosses that have been placed there over the years.
Thanks so much for all the advice. I can't wait to start exploring Lithuania.
No problem, have a great trip.
Good morning, B. Did you remember to wear your watch today?
Good morning, Teacher A. Yes, I did. Do you want me to show it to you?
Yes, please. I want to explain to you the different parts of the watch. Can you point to the hour hand?
Sure, this is the shorter hand that indicates the hour.
Great job, B. How about the longer hand?
That's the minute hand that shows the minutes.
Perfect. And the thinnest hand that moves faster than the hour and minute hands?
That's the second hand. It moves every second.
Exactly. Now, can you show me the watch band?
Sure, this is the strap that holds the watch on my wrist.
You're doing great, B. The watch band can also be made of different materials like leather, metal, or rubber.
Oh, I see. That's interesting.
Yes, it is. Now, what time is it on your watch, B?
It's 9:45.
Excellent. You've learned the different parts of your watch. Keep wearing it and never be late for class again.
Thanks, Teacher A. I won't forget.
Hey. Nice to meet you. I'm a mobile app developer. What brings you here today?
Hi there, I'm a game designer. I heard you guys are working on a new learning app with game elements?
Yep, that's right. We're partnering with a tutoring company to create a game-based learning experience for kids. What kind of games do you specialize in?
I love designing puzzle games and adventure games. But I'm open to try new things.
We're thinking of incorporating quizzes and mini-games into the app. Do you think that's a good idea?
Oh, for sure. It's a great way to make learning fun and engaging. But we have to make sure the games are challenging enough to keep players interested.
Definitely. We're also planning to have a reward system where users can earn points and unlock new levels as they progress. I think that would be motivating, don't you?
Yes, that's a good way to keep players engaged. And we can design the levels to gradually increase in difficulty so that players can feel a sense of accomplishment as they progress.
We also want to include social features like leaderboards and the ability to compete with friends. What do you think about that?
That's a great idea. It adds a competitive element to the game and it's always fun to compete with friends.
We're also thinking of adding virtual badges and trophies that players can unlock as they achieve certain milestones. What do you think?
I think that's a cute idea. It gives players a sense of pride and accomplishment, and it's a good way to motivate them to keep playing.
We want the app to be accessible to all age groups, but we also want to make it challenging for older kids. Do you have any ideas on how to achieve this?
Maybe we can make the quizzes more challenging as the user progresses, or have an adaptive system that adjusts the difficulty based on the user's performance.
Those are good ideas. We also want to make the app visually appealing and interactive. Can you suggest some design elements that would make the app more engaging?
Sure, we could incorporate animations and graphics that are related to the subject matter. For example, if it's a math app, we can design the games to look like a carnival or a theme park with math problems at each attraction.
That's a cool suggestion. And we can also add sound effects and music to create a more immersive experience.
Yes, adding sound and music can really enhance the gameplay experience.
All right, I think we have some solid ideas to work with. Thanks for collaborating with us, B.
No problem, A. I'm excited to work on this project with you guys. Let's make a super fun and educational game.
Wow. Did you see that smash shot from the player on the left side? I think the shuttlecock was almost at the speed of light.
I know, right? It was so quick, I could barely see it. The player on the right side must have been astonished.
Yeah, but he managed to return it quite well. This is an intense match, I can hardly catch my breath.
I have to agree with that. These players are both skilled and seem to be equally matched. I wonder who will win.
My money is on the player on the left side. He seems more confident and has already scored a few points.
You might be right. But don't forget, a match is not over until it's over. Maybe the player on the right side is just warming up.
That's possible. Anyways, I really enjoy watching badminton. It's such a dynamic and exciting sport.
Me too. It's a perfect combination of athleticism, skill, and strategy. And it's also a great way to stay in shape.
And the best part is, it can be played both indoors and outdoors. So, it's suitable for any weather condition.
Exactly. I used to play badminton in my backyard with my friends when I was younger.
That sounds like a lot of fun. We should definitely plan a badminton game sometime.
That's a great idea. But first, let's see who wins this match. The excitement is killing me.
Definitely. Let's cheer for our favorite player. Go Lefty. Go Lefty. Go Lefty. Hi, can you help me pick out a suit for an upcoming wedding?
Of course, what kind of suit do you have in mind?
Something classic, maybe a shade of blue or gray.
Excellent choices. Have you tried on anything yet?
Not yet. Can you recommend a good fit for my size?
Sure thing. Let me measure you up first. Measures the customer's chest and waist.
I like it. Let me try it on.
Wow, that suit looks dashing on you.
Thanks, it feels great too.
Does it fit well in the shoulders and waist?
Yes, it fits like a glove.
Great to hear. The wedding you're attending, what time is it? Is it a daytime or evening affair?
It's an evening wedding.
In that case, you could pair it with a contrasting tie and pocket square.
Sounds like a plan. What colors do you suggest?
How about a burgundy tie and pocket square to add some character to your outfit?
That sounds perfect. Thank you so much for your help.
My pleasure. Don't forget to accessorize with brown leather shoes and belt, and you'll be the best dressed guest at the wedding.
Will do. Thanks again. Hi B, thanks for meeting with me today to talk about developing an AI diagnostic system.
No problem, I'm glad to be here. What's on your mind?
So, one of the challenges we have is determining which symptoms to look for in patients.
Yeah, that can definitely be a tough one. Have you considered using machine learning to identify patterns?
That's a great idea. But how do we make sure the AI doesn't miss anything important?
We could have it cross-reference patient records and medical literature to ensure a comprehensive analysis.
That's brilliant. What about accuracy? How accurate can we expect this system to be?
With enough data and proper training, we could aim for at least a 90% accuracy rate.
Wow, that would be impressive. But what about false positives and false negatives?
We can program the AI to provide a confidence level with each diagnosis to reduce the risk of misdiagnosis.
Good call. And what about physician collaboration? Can they provide feedback to improve the system?
Absolutely. We could implement a feedback loop where physicians have the opportunity to provide feedback on diagnoses.
This is all sounding great. What about the timeline for development and implementation?
Realistically, it may take a few years to properly develop and test the system before it can be implemented in clinical settings.
Understood. And what sort of ethical considerations do we need to keep in mind?
We'll need to ensure patient privacy and informed consent, as well as ensuring the AI is transparent in its decision-making process to avoid bias.
All very important points. This has been a really productive discussion. Thank you for your insights, B.
Anytime, A. It's always great to collaborate with other professionals in the field.
Hi there. I'm so glad that we finally get to work together.
Me too. I think with your expertise in cloud engineering and my skills in data science, we can accomplish great things.
Absolutely. Speaking of which, how do you envision the cloud technology we have in mind can help us deal with large sets of data?
Well, using cloud technology would allow us to store and process data on virtual servers, which can both increase the speed of data processing and save physical storage space.
That makes sense. I also think that being able to access the data from anywhere in the world would boost productivity and collaboration among team members.
I couldn't agree more. And with cloud technology, we have the ability to automate data processing and analysis, which saves time and allows us to perform more complex analyses.
Yes, and it's also reassuring to know that the cloud provides additional security measures to protect sensitive information.
Definitely. In fact, cloud computing has become increasingly popular among businesses of all sizes, which means we can expect an even broader range of advanced tools and solutions in the near future.
That's exciting news. What kind of data sets are you hoping to work with?
Well, I'm particularly interested in analyzing sales trends and predicting customer behavior based on past purchases.
That sounds challenging, but also fascinating. I'm looking forward to seeing what we can do with that data.
Me too. And who knows, maybe we'll discover some unexpected patterns and insights that can help our company grow even further.
Hey B, have you ever tried cow soy?
No, I haven't. What is it?
It's a famous northern Thai dish. It is a coconut curry soup with egg noodles, chicken or beef, topped with crispy noodles.
Wow. That sounds amazing. Have you tried it before?
Yes, I have. It's my favorite Thai dish. The combination of flavors is just perfect.
I'm excited to try it now. Where can we find it?
There's a new restaurant downtown that serves it. We can give it a try this weekend.
Perfect. I'll make sure to bring my appetite.
Trust me, you will need it. The portion sizes are enormous.
Can we add some spice to it?
Absolutely, you can. Just let the waiter or waitress know how spicy you like it.
My mouth is already watering. This khao soi sounds like it will be the highlight of my month.
You have no idea how good it is. It's like a flavor explosion in your mouth.
Let's hope this restaurant does not disappoint. I am already looking forward to it.
I'm sure it won't. Just make sure to bring a napkin. The curry can get a little messy.
Haha, thanks for the heads up. I'll definitely keep a napkin ready.
Okay, B, let's meet at the restaurant on Saturday around 7 p.m.
Sure thing. I'll be there early.
Great. Let's indulge in some delicious khao soi this weekend.
I couldn't agree more.
Hey B, did you hear about the new coffee machine in the break room?
Oh yeah. I tried it this morning and it's amazing. Have you tried it yet?
No, not yet. I'm trying to resist the temptation. I'm trying to cut down on caffeine.
Good for you. I should probably do the same. So, how were your holidays?
They were good, thanks. I went home to visit my family. What about you?
I went on a ski trip with some friends. It was so much fun, but I definitely feel like I need a vacation from my vacation now.
I know exactly how you feel. I always need a few days to recover after traveling.
Hey, did you hear about the new employee training program?
No, I haven't. What's it about?
It's a leadership training program for junior employees. I'm thinking about applying for it. Are you?
I hadn't heard about it, but it sounds interesting. I might look into it as well. Do you know when the application deadline is?
I think it's at the end of the month. We should definitely apply if we're interested.
Yeah, we should. It would be a great opportunity to learn and develop our skills.
Exactly. Plus, it would look great on our resumes.
Definitely. Speaking of resumes, have you heard back from any of the job applications you submitted?
Actually, yes. I had an interview last week and I'm waiting to hear back now.
That's great news. I'll keep my fingers crossed for you.
Thanks, hey. I appreciate it. Speaking of job applications, how's yours going?
It's going okay. I'm still waiting to hear back from a few places. It's a tough job market out there.
Yeah, it definitely is. But you've got a great resume, so I'm sure you'll find something soon.
Thanks, B. I really appreciate your support. Good morning, Mr. Politician. How are you doing today?
Good morning, I'm doing quite well. Thank you for asking. How about you?
I'm doing great, thank you. Now, let's get to the important questions. Can you tell us your stance on climate change and what actions your party is taking to combat it?
Well, our party takes climate change very seriously, and we're committed to reducing carbon emissions. We're investing in renewable energy sources and promoting green initiatives.
That's great to hear. Now, on a lighter note, if you could have any superpower, what would it be and why?
Laughs, that's an interesting question. I think I would choose the power of telekinesis. It would be so convenient to be able to move objects with my mind.
Laughs, yes, that would definitely come in handy. Now, we have to ask, what's your favorite food?
Smiling, I have to admit, I have a bit of a sweet tooth. So, I would have to say my favorite food is chocolate.
Ah, a fellow chocolate lover. Can't go wrong with that. Well, thank you for taking the time to speak with us today.
Thank you for having me. It was a pleasure speaking with you.
Hi there, B. I believe we are here to talk about protecting sensitive financial data and transactions.
Yes, indeed. That's a very important topic, particularly in a finance institution. We must ensure that our customers' financial data are safe.
Absolutely. I've been working on implementing the latest encryption technologies and security protocols to prevent unauthorized access to our systems.
That sounds great. But you also need to look out for internal threats, like employees with malicious intent.
True, that's why we have strict access controls and regular screenings, but I hope your team has our backs as well.
Of course, our team is working on creating a secure perimeter around our network to prevent any unauthenticated access to our systems, especially from the outside.
That's great to hear. Do you think we should also implement multi-factor authentication to add another layer of protection?
Absolutely, that would be an excellent idea. It's always better to be safe than sorry.
Speaking of being safe, I hope your team has also been monitoring for any unusual activity or attempts at fraud.
Yes, we have advanced threat detection and monitoring tools to keep an eye out for any pretty suspicious actions.
This is reassuring. Based on what we have discussed so far, I feel confident that we can keep our customers' financial data and transactions secure.
I wholeheartedly agree. It's always important to have multiple layers of security to keep the bad guys out.
Good afternoon, how can I assist you?
Hi, I've got a legal problem and I was hoping you could help me out.
Sure, what can I help you with?
Well, my landlord is refusing to return my security deposit and it's been a few months since I moved out. What can I do?
Let me see. Have you tried talking to your landlord and explaining the situation?
Yes, but he's being very uncooperative and won't even return my calls.
Okay, in that case, we can file a lawsuit against him. Do you have any evidence that you left the apartment in good condition?
Yes, I took pictures before I left and they clearly show that everything was clean and in good shape.
Great, that will definitely help our case. Let me take a look at the pictures and we can get started on the lawsuit.
Thank you so much. I was really worried I wouldn't be able to get my money back.
It's our job to help you with these kinds of situations. And who knows, maybe we'll even get you some extra compensation for the trouble your landlord caused you.
Ha! I like the sound of that. You're not like most lawyers. You have a good sense of humor.
Well, we can't always be serious, can we? Plus, I find that humor helps to break the tension in some of these situations.
I couldn't agree more. Thanks for making me feel comfortable and for helping me with my legal problem.
Of course, that's what we're here for. Let's get started on your case and hopefully, we'll have a positive outcome. Hi there. I'm excited to be trying this Italian restaurant with you, B. Have you been here before?
No, I haven't. But I heard their pasta dishes are to die for. What do you recommend?
I love their carbonara, but the lasagna is also amazing. What about you?
I'm a big fan of anything with mushrooms in it, so I'll probably go for the mushroom risotto.
Good choice. So, what kind of videos do you make on your channel?
Mostly travel and food vlogs. I love exploring new places and trying out local cuisine.
That sounds so cool. I'm a blogger myself, but I mostly write about fashion and beauty.
Oh, nice. Do you have any tips for shooting outfit photos?
Lighting is key, so always aim to shoot during the golden hours. And don't be afraid to play around with different angles and poses.
Got it. So, what made you want to become a blogger?
I've always loved writing and I've had a passion for fashion, so it just felt like the natural way to combine the two.
That's awesome. It's always great to do something you're passionate about. Speaking of which, our food is here.
Yum, this looks amazing. I can't wait to dig in.
Same here. Let's enjoy our meal and then get back to work.
Agreed. But for now, let's just savor the flavor and forget about everything else. Hello, B. How can I assist you with your investments today?
Hi, A. I'm thinking about investing in the stock market, but I'm not sure where to begin.
Well, the stock market can be exciting, but also volatile. Have you considered diversifying your portfolio by investing in multiple stocks?
Yes, I have. I was thinking about investing in tech stocks since they seem to be growing rapidly.
That's a good idea, but always remember to do your research and stay updated on any potential risks.
Absolutely. Speaking of tech, have you seen the new iPhone? I hear it has some impressive features.
Yes, I have. It's amazing how quickly technology advances these days. It makes me wonder what we can expect to see in the future.
Agreed. Do you think it's wise to invest in tech companies for the long term?
Well, tech is constantly evolving, so it's difficult to predict long-term success. However, if you invest in solid companies with a track record for innovation, you could see a good return on your investment.
That makes sense. Thanks for your advice, A.
You're welcome, B. It's always a pleasure to help my clients make informed investment decisions. Hey there, B. How's it going?
It's going great, A. The weather is perfect for drinking beer and grilling some meat.
I couldn't agree more. By the way, did you get the shipment of the new local beer?
Yeah, we did. It's really good. I think it will pair well with our grilled meats.
That's perfect. Our customers will love it. Speaking of which, how's the brewery doing?
It's going well, thanks. We just launched a new IPA and it's getting a lot of positive reviews.
Nice. Maybe we could do a collaboration and have a special beer that's exclusive to our restaurant.
That sounds like a great idea. Maybe we could even call it Thonler Grillhouse Lager.
Absolutely. That will definitely get people's attention. And I've been thinking, we could also add some more exotic meats to our menu like crocodile and ostrich.
Wow, that's really adventurous. I'm sure it will be a hit with the locals and tourists.
Exactly. The Thonler neighborhood is known for its trendy and unique dining experiences. And with your beer and our diverse meat options, we will definitely stand out.
I couldn't agree more. Let's make sure to spread the word and get more people to come and try us out.
Absolutely. It's a win-win for both of us. People will get a taste of your delicious beer while enjoying our succulent and savory grilled meats.
I couldn't have said it better myself. I'm excited to see where this partnership will take us.
Me too, B. Cheers to a successful collaboration. Hi there, B. How's it going?
Hey. I'm good, thanks. How about you?
I'm doing all right. Just trying to figure out how to better maintain our company's large database system.
Yeah, that can be a daunting task. What kind of issues are you facing?
Well, we've been having some slow queries and occasional crashes lately.
I see. Have you considered optimizing your indexes?
Actually, I was thinking of partitioning the tables to improve performance.
Partitioning can definitely help, but it's important to make sure it's done efficiently. Otherwise, it can lead to even more issues.
Good point. I'll keep that in mind. By the way, have you tried using any automated monitoring tools?
Yes, we use a tool that alerts us when there are any abnormalities or spikes in activity.
That sounds great. What about backups? Do you have a good system in place for that?
Absolutely. We have daily backups, and we also perform regular test recoveries to ensure the backups are functioning properly.
Excellent. It's reassuring to know we have our bases covered.
Of course. The key is to be proactive rather than reactive when it comes to database maintenance.
Agreed. Thanks for the insights, B. I feel more equipped to handle any issues that may come up.
Anytime, hey. That's what we're here for as a team.
Hi there. I'm here to check in for my flight to Honolulu.
Hello, welcome. Can I have your passport and ticket, please?
Yep, here you go.
Perfect. And how many bags will you be checking in?
Just this one, thank you.
Great. That'll be $25 for the baggage fee.
No problem, I'll pay with my credit card.
Perfect, thank you. Now, let me print out your boarding pass.
Thanks a lot. Do you have any good tips for fun things to do in Hawaii?
Of course. Have you ever tried surfing?
Only once, but I'd love to give it another shot.
Well, I highly recommend taking lessons at Waikiki Beach. It's the perfect spot for beginners.
Sounds like an adventure. Thanks for the suggestion.
You're welcome. Have a great flight to Hawaii and enjoy your trip.
Hi there, I'm the network engineer assigned to work with you on the bank's data security.
Great to meet you. I'm the information security specialist. So, what do you think is the biggest risk we face?
Well, I think the biggest risk to data security is probably human error. People can be careless with passwords and sensitive information.
Absolutely. We need to educate employees on best practices and ensure they have a strong password policy.
Agreed. We could also put automated systems in place to alert us immediately if any suspicious activity occurs.
Yes, and we should also conduct regular security assessments to identify potential vulnerabilities in our systems.
That's a great idea. What about protecting data when it's being transmitted? Do you have any thoughts on that?
Definitely. We should use encryption technologies to safeguard data in transit.
And what if a data breach happens? What's our response plan?
We should have a protocol in place that specifies how to quickly identify and isolate the breach and determine what data might have been compromised.
Yes, after that we can notify customers and offer them the necessary support.
Exactly. We need to ensure that their sensitive information is protected at all times.
It's definitely a big task, but I think we can handle it if we work together.
Agreed. It's important that we do everything we can to safeguard our customers' data, and I'm confident we'll succeed.
Hi, B. Thanks for meeting with me today.
No problem, happy to be here.
So, can you tell me a little bit about yourself?
Well, I'm an artist. I love to paint and draw.
That's interesting. What kind of art do you specialize in?
Mostly portraits, but I also like to experiment with abstract designs.
Do you have a favorite piece that you've created?
Yes, it's a portrait of my grandmother. I worked on it for weeks, and I'm really proud of how it turned out.
That's amazing. Where do you get your inspiration from?
Mostly from my surroundings. I love taking walks and just observing the world around me.
That sounds like a great way to find inspiration. Do you have any other hobbies?
I love reading, especially mystery novels. I also enjoy hiking and trying new recipes in the kitchen.
Those all sound like fun activities. Do you have any upcoming projects you're working on?
Yes, I'm currently working on a series of portraits featuring people from different cultures. It's been really exciting so far.
That sounds like a great project. Are there any other artists that inspire you?
Yes, I'm a big fan of Frida Kahlo and Vincent van Gogh. Their work really speaks to me.
Well, it was great learning more about you and your work. Thanks for sharing with me today.
Thank you for interviewing me. It was a pleasure to chat with you.
Hey B, have you ever designed a game website before?
Yeah, I have. Why do you ask?
I was thinking, wouldn't it be cool to make a website that's not only visually appealing, but also keeps the user engaged?
Absolutely. The key to a great game website is to make it interactive.
I agree. And we also need to make sure the user experience is smooth and intuitive.
Right. We could use animations and graphics to make it more exciting too.
Definitely. But we have to be careful not to overdo it and slow down the website.
Yeah, good point. Let's also consider incorporating a leaderboard and social sharing buttons to encourage users to compete with their friends.
Brilliant idea. And we could also offer rewards or incentives for frequent players.
Yes, that would definitely keep them coming back for more. How about we add a virtual store where they can purchase in-game items?
Genius. This will not only enhance the user experience, but also generate revenue for the website.
I'm glad you like the idea. We could also consider offering mini-games within the website to make it more interesting.
Yes, let's do it. This website is going to be epic.
Agreed. We will make sure it's the talk of the gaming community.
Hi there. Have you ever tried salmon before?
Oh yes, I absolutely love it. How about you?
I actually just tried it for the first time, and I have to say, I was pleasantly surprised. The texture is delicious.
Yes, the taste is one of a kind. It's also incredibly versatile. You can cook it in so many different ways.
I tried it grilled with a lemon and dill seasoning, and it was phenomenal. Have you ever had it that way?
Oh yes, grilled salmon with lemon and dill is a classic combination. But have you tried it smoked?
No, I haven't. Is it good?
It's amazing. The smoky flavor really complements the natural taste of the salmon.
Wow, that sounds interesting. I'll have to give it a try.
Definitely. And you can't forget about sushi rolls with raw salmon.
Yes, I've had those before. They're delicious. It's amazing how one fish can be cooked and eaten in so many delicious ways.
Indeed. Salmon is truly a versatile and tasty fish.
Hey, have you ever tried tom kha gai before?
No, I haven't actually. What is it?
It's a delicious soup that originated in Thailand. It's made with coconut milk, lemongrass, and chicken.
Wow, that sounds amazing. I love coconut milk in my soup.
Yes, it's really flavorful and has a bit of a tangy kick to it.
Is it spicy? Because my taste buds can't handle too much heat.
Not really spicy, but it does have a little bit of heat to it. But don't worry, you can adjust the spice level to your preference.
That's good to know. I hate when I order something and it's too spicy for me to enjoy.
Trust me, you'll enjoy tom kha gai. It's like a warm hug in a bowl.
I'm sold. I'm definitely going to give it a try.
You won't regret it. It's one of my favorite dishes. You can have it with rice, noodles, or just on its own.
I'm getting hungry just talking about it. Is there any good Thai restaurant nearby?
Yeah, there's a great one just a few blocks away from here. Let's grab some lunch there today.
Perfect, let's do it. I can't wait to try this tom kha gai soup.
Hey there, B, thanks for taking the time to chat about this e-commerce project with me.
No problem, hey. I'm excited to bounce some design ideas back and forth with you.
The goal is to create a user-friendly online store with a great shopping experience. What do you think are the most important design elements for achieving this?
Well, I believe showcasing products prominently with high-quality images is key. And the navigation should be easy to understand, so customers can find what they're looking for quickly.
Agreed. How about minimizing the number of clicks customers need to make to complete a purchase?
Absolutely, we want to make the checkout process as smooth as possible. But it's also important to incorporate trust signals like secure payment options and customer reviews.
Great point. And what about the overall aesthetic of the site? How can we make it look professional, but also visually appealing?
We should use a clean and modern design with a simple color palette and make sure to prioritize functionality over trendy features.
Good idea. What's your take on incorporating mobile responsiveness? It's essential nowadays, but how do we make sure it doesn't compromise the desktop experience?
It can definitely be tricky, but we can ensure a seamless transition by making sure the layout and content adapt to different screen sizes without sacrificing quality.
And what about incorporating social media integrations? Could that also enhance the user experience?
Definitely. We should include social media buttons for customers to share products they like, and maybe even a live chat feature for customer support.
Okay, let's talk briefly about the technical side of things. What front-end frameworks do you think we should consider using?
I think React or Angular would be great choices for this project, as they can provide a smooth and responsive user interface.
Sounds good. And lastly, what tools do you use for prototyping and design?
I've been using Figma lately for its collaborative features and efficient design workflow. What about you?
I tend to use Sketch and InVision, but I'm definitely open to exploring Figma as well.
Awesome, we will need to work collaboratively on this. Any other ideas you want to share before we wrap up?
Just that I'm excited to get started on this project with you, B. I think we can create something really special if we put our minds together.
Agreed, looking forward to it.
Hi there. I'm a reporter from the Daily News. Mind if I ask you a few questions?
Not at all, go ahead.
Great, so what brings you to this event today?
Well, I heard there was going to be free food and drinks, so I couldn't resist.
Laughs, I hear you. I'm a big fan of freebies too. But seriously, what do you think about the event overall?
Actually, it's quite impressive. There are so many interesting exhibits and activities to take part in. I could spend the whole day here.
That's awesome to hear. What's your favorite exhibit so far?
Tough question. But I'd have to say the virtual reality experience. It's so immersive and realistic.
I tried that too, and I totally agree. It's like you're really there in the game. So, do you think events like this are important for the community?
Absolutely. It's a great way to bring people together and showcase some of the latest technologies and developments. Plus, it's just plain fun.
I couldn't agree more. By the way, do you mind if I snap a quick photo of you for our paper?
Go ahead, but let me just fix my hair first.
No problem, I'll wait. And while you do that, can you tell me one last thing? If you could invent any technology, what would it be and why?
Well, I've always wished there was a way to instantly clean your house without lifting a finger. So maybe a robot that could do all the cleaning for you?
Laughs, I think a lot of people would love that invention too. Thanks for sharing that with me, and for the great interview. Good afternoon, officer. What seems to be the problem?
Good afternoon, sir. Do you see that road sign over there?
Yes, I do see it. It says No U-turn.
That's correct. However, I just saw you make a U-turn a few meters back.
Oh, I apologize. I didn't realize that it was prohibited.
It's okay, sir. We all make mistakes. It's important to check the road signs before making any sudden turns.
Absolutely. I'll make sure to be more careful next time.
Thank you, sir. Just keep in mind that violations of this road sign can result in a fine.
I understand completely. I'll make sure to follow the rules of the road.
Great. Is there anything else I can assist you with?
No, that should be all. Thanks for reminding me about the road signs.
You're welcome, sir. Have a safe drive ahead.
Thank you, officer. Have a good day. Hi B, it's great to see you. I hear we're here to discuss protecting personal information at our university.
Yeah, that's right. I think it's crucial to ensure that our students and staff feel safe and secure when it comes to their personal data.
Absolutely. Have you seen any interesting ways data has been breached in other institutions?
Well, I've heard of incidents where passwords were saved in easily accessible files or databases, which could be an issue for us. We need to regularly update our security measures to stay a step ahead of potential threats.
That makes sense, and I think it's also important to educate everyone on the importance of keeping their own login credentials safe.
Definitely. But let's not forget physical security as well. We should make sure that all sensitive documents are kept locked up and away from public areas.
Good point. But let me ask you, B, have you ever had to deal with a security breach yourself?
Yes, actually. My personal email was once hacked, and it was a total nightmare. But it definitely taught me the importance of using strong passwords and being extra cautious with my online activity.
I hear you. And on a lighter note, have you heard about that guy who used his cat's name as his password?
Laughing, no way. That's a terrible idea. But it does remind us to use unique and complex passwords to protect our information.
Agreed. Well, I think we have some great ideas on how to protect our community's personal information. Thanks for the chat, B.
Thank you, A. Let's continue to make the safety of personal data a top priority.
Hey B. It's great to see you here at the bank. I heard that you're a data scientist. Is that true?
Hi A. Yes, it's true. I specialize in using machine learning techniques to analyze data.
That's awesome. I'm actually working on a project to develop an efficient credit evaluation system. Can you help me?
Of course, I can. What exactly do you need help with?
I need to build an algorithm that can predict the likelihood of a borrower defaulting on a loan. Do you have any ideas on how to go about it?
Well, the first thing we need to do is to gather relevant data such as credit history, income, debt-to-income ratio, and other financial indicators.
That's a great starting point, B. Do you think that we can use supervised learning algorithms such as logistic regression and decision trees?
Yes, we can definitely use those algorithms. In addition, we can also use unsupervised learning algorithms such as clustering and anomaly detection to identify patterns in the data.
That's interesting. So, how can we ensure that our model is accurate and reliable?
One way is to use cross-validation techniques to test our model's performance on new data. We can also use metrics such as precision, recall, and F1 score to evaluate our model's performance.
Those are some great suggestions, B. I think we're on the right track.
Yes, we are. But we also need to consider the ethical and regulatory issues related to credit evaluation. We need to make sure that our model is fair and unbiased.
Good point, B. So, what can we do to ensure fairness and avoid discrimination?
We can use techniques such as demographic parity and equal opportunity to ensure that our model is not biased against any particular group of borrowers.
Interesting. I'm glad that you brought up those issues, B. We need to be responsible and ethical in our work.
Absolutely, A. We need to use our skills and knowledge to make a positive impact on the society.
Well said, B. I'm excited to work with you on this project.
Likewise, A. Let's put our heads together and come up with a credit evaluation model that is accurate, reliable, and fair.
Hey, have you checked out the new system interface design yet?
Yeah, I did. I think it looks amazing. It's much more user-friendly now.
True, they really stepped up their game with the overall design. What about the color scheme? Did you like it?
Definitely. The colors are very vibrant and modern. It makes using the system more enjoyable.
I agree. The previous design was so dull and boring. I hated using it.
Me too. But now, with the new design, it feels like it's fun to use, like playing a new game.
Absolutely. I think the new design really enhances the user experience. It just feels more inviting.
Agreed. The layout is much simpler and easier to navigate, too.
Yeah, I noticed that. Everything is where it should be, and it saves a lot of time.
Exactly. And the new features are so cool. Have you tried the new chatbot?
Yes, it's so helpful. It makes using the system feel like you're having a conversation with a real person.
I know, right? It's like having a personal assistant that's available 24/7.
The chatbot is definitely a game changer. I'm really impressed with the new system overall.
Same. It's amazing what a great interface can do to enhance the user experience.
I agree, it's really refreshing. I can't wait to see what else they'll add in the future.
Me too. The system is definitely heading in the right direction.
Good morning everyone, welcome to Asakusa Temple, the oldest and most famous temple in Tokyo. I'm A, your bus driver, and I'll be your driver until the end of the tour.
Hello everyone, I'm B, your tour guide for today. Today, we're going to explore Asakusa Temple, which is over 1,400 years old. It's a beautiful place with a lot of history and culture.
Yes, Asakusa Temple is a great place to learn about Japanese history and culture. It's one of the most popular tourist destinations in Japan.
That's right. Asakusa Temple is famous for the Sensoji Temple and the Nakamai's-dori shopping street. The temple is dedicated to Kannon, the Buddhist goddess of mercy.
The Nakamai's shopping street is a great place to buy souvenirs and try some traditional Japanese snacks like senbei and kaminario koshi.
Yes, and don't forget to take a picture with the Kaminaraman Gate and the huge red lantern, which are iconic symbols of Asakusa Temple.
I think the best time to visit Asakusa Temple is during the cherry blossom season. Everything is so beautiful and pink.
That's true, Asakusa Temple is one of the best places to see cherry blossoms in Tokyo. On a clear day, you can see Tokyo Skytree from the top of the temple.
If you're lucky, you might even see a geisha walking around. They're very rare, but they do exist in Asakusa.
That's right, Asakusa has a long history of geisha culture. Japan's first geisha house was established in Asakusa in 1760. So, ready to learn more about Asakusa Temple?
Yes, let's go explore. Hey there. Have you ever shopped online before?
Of course. I'm a big fan of e-commerce. It's so convenient.
I totally agree. It's amazing how much you can buy without even leaving your couch.
Plus, you can find some really great deals online.
Definitely. I've saved so much money by shopping online.
And the best part is that you can shop at any time of the day, even in your pajamas.
Haha, that's true. But have you ever had any bad experiences with online shopping?
Unfortunately, yes. Sometimes the products don't match the description or they arrive damaged.
That's why it's important to read customer reviews before making a purchase.
Good point. And it's also important to only buy from reputable websites.
For sure. I always stick to the sites that have a secure checkout system.
That's smart. And have you ever used any online coupon codes?
Yes, I love finding coupon codes online. It's like getting a discount on top of a discount.
Exactly. And sometimes you can even get free shipping with a coupon code.
That's the best. I hate paying for shipping.
Me too. I always look for sites that offer free shipping with a certain minimum purchase.
That's another great tip. Speaking of tips, do you have any other advice for online shoppers?
Always make sure to keep track of your shipments and check the delivery date.
And if your package doesn't arrive on time, don't be afraid to contact the seller and ask for an update.
Yes, communication is key when it comes to online shopping.
Well, thanks for the tips. I think I'm ready to do some online shopping now.
Happy shopping. Don't forget to use those coupon codes.
Hi there. Are you the maintenance technician for this farm?
Yep, that's me. And you must be the mechanic sent by the manufacturer.
That's correct. I'm here to help with the repairs. What seems to be the problem?
Well, the harvester is not cutting the crops cleanly. It's leaving stems and weeds behind.
I see. Let me take a look. Ah, it looks like the blades are dull. We'll need to sharpen them.
That makes sense. Do you have a sharpening tool?
Of course, I brought one along. It's right here in my toolbox.
That's convenient. Okay, let's get to work.
Asks casually, so, how long have you been doing maintenance work for farms like this one?
Answers confidently, I've been doing this for about 10 years now. I've seen all kinds of machines and problems.
Wow, that's impressive. Any interesting stories?
Chuckles, oh, there was this one time when a group of ducks got caught in the harvester. It was quite a challenge to get them out.
Laughs, that must have been quite the sight. But glad you were able to rescue them.
Laughs too, yes, indeed. It's never a dull moment in this line of work.
Finishes sharpening the blades, all done. Let's test it out.
Starts the harvester, great. It's cutting perfectly now. Thanks for your help, A.
Smiling, no problem, always happy to help. It was nice working with you, B.
Also smiling, likewise, A. Safe travels back.
Take care. See you around. Gets into his truck and drives away.
Waves goodbye, bye. Continues with his work.
Hi there. How are you doing today?
Hi. I'm doing great, thanks. How about you?
I'm doing pretty good, thanks. I'm excited to be here at the Internet Marketing Expo in Melbourne.
Yes, me too. I'm always on the lookout for new ways to promote my business online.
That's great to hear. I'm a digital marketing specialist, and I can definitely help you out with that.
Really? That's fantastic. My business has a website, but I'm not getting a lot of traffic or sales from it.
No problem. I can perform a website audit and identify areas of improvement for your website, as well as implement strategies to increase your online presence and bring in more sales.
That sounds perfect. Do you specialize in any particular area of online marketing?
Yes, I specialize in search engine optimization, SEO, social media marketing, and email marketing.
Wow, those are all important areas. Which one do you think would be the most effective for my business?
Based on my initial assessment of your website, I think that improving your SEO would be the best first step. That way, more people can find your website when they search for relevant keywords online.
That makes sense. What other services do you offer besides SEO?
I also offer social media marketing services, where I create and manage social media accounts for your business to engage with potential customers. Additionally, I can help you create email marketing campaigns to keep in touch with your existing customer base.
Excellent. Do you have any success stories that you can share with me?
Of course. I have helped several businesses increase their online visibility and sales through my digital marketing strategies. One business saw a 50% increase in website traffic within 3 months of working with me.
That's impressive. I'm definitely interested in working with you. What's your rate for your services?
My rates depend on the specific services that you need and the scope of the project. However, I always provide a free consultation and quote before starting any work.
Sounds good to me. Let's exchange contact information and schedule a consultation soon.
Absolutely. It was great meeting you, and I'm looking forward to helping your business succeed online. Hi there. How's it going?
Not bad, not bad. Just another day on the road. Where are you headed today?
I'm on my way to Beijing for a business conference. It's my first time going there.
Oh, Beijing is a great city. You're going to love it.
I've heard that the traffic there is crazy. Is it true?
Yeah, it can be pretty insane at times. But that's all part of the adventure, right?
I guess so. Have you lived in Beijing for a long time?
Yeah, I was born and raised here. It's definitely changed a lot over the years, but I still love it.
That's awesome. What are some must-see spots that you recommend?
Well, of course there's the Great Wall. And the Forbidden City. And if you're into food, I can take you to some amazing restaurants.
Wow, that all sounds amazing. Have you been to those places yourself?
Oh yeah, many times. I know Beijing like the back of my hand.
That's great. I feel like I'm in good hands then.
You definitely are. And hey, if you need any help or advice while you're here, just give me a call.
Thanks so much, I really appreciate it.
No problem. All right, buckle up and let's hit the road.
Hi, can you tell me how to use the hotel sauna?
Sure, I'd be happy to assist you. Have you used a sauna before?
No, I haven't. Is it difficult to use?
Not at all. Just follow my instructions and you'll be feeling relaxed in no time. First, pick up a sauna towel from the basket outside the sauna.
Okay, I've got the towel. What do I do next?
Take off your clothes and wrap the towel around yourself. Then enter the sauna room and sit on one of the wooden benches inside.
All right, I'm in. It's pretty hot in here.
Yes, it's supposed to be hot. Pour some water on the rocks in the corner to create some steam.
Oh wow, the steam is really soothing. How long should I stay in here?
We recommend staying in the sauna for around 10 to 15 minutes. But listen to your body and leave earlier if you're feeling uncomfortable.
Okay, thanks for the advice. What should I do when I'm done?
When you're done, cool yourself down by taking a shower or by sitting in the cooling room outside the sauna. And don't forget to hydrate yourself by drinking some water.
Great, I'll keep that in mind. Thank you for your help.
You're welcome. We want you to have a relaxing stay at our hotel, and we hope you enjoy the sauna experience.
Hi B, thank you for having us here today. Can you tell us about the history of this restaurant?
Of course, hey. This restaurant has been around for over 20 years, and it's known for serving modern Australian cuisine.
That's really interesting. Speaking of Australian cuisine, what are some popular dishes among locals?
Well, some must-try dishes here include barramundi, kangaroo steak, and pavlova for dessert. Have you heard of those before?
I've heard of barramundi and kangaroo, but what's pavlova?
Pavlova is a meringue-based dessert that's topped with fresh fruits, usually strawberries and kiwi. It's named after the famous ballerina Anna Pavlova.
That sounds delicious. How about the drinks? Are there any signature cocktails here?
Yes, we have a few unique cocktails, like our Wattle Seed Espresso Martini and Outback Margarita, which has native Australian spices infused into the tequila.
Wow, those sound really interesting. I'll definitely have to try them. Can you also talk about the decor of the restaurant?
Sure. The decor of the restaurant is inspired by Australia's natural beauty, with lots of wood and earthy tones. We also have some Aboriginal art on display.
I love it. It's very welcoming and relaxing. Thank you so much for sharing all of this with us, B.
My pleasure, A. I hope you enjoy your meal and drinks here.
Hey B, how's it going?
Not bad, thanks. Just busy with some data analysis. What about you?
I'm doing all right. I wanted to talk to you about something. You know how our search engine is sometimes slow, right?
Yeah, I've noticed that. What's up?
Well, I was thinking that we could use machine learning to improve the efficiency of the search engine.
Interesting. How would that work?
We could use natural language processing to better understand what users are searching for and then use that information to improve the output of the search.
That sounds like a good idea. Do you think we have enough data to use in a machine learning model?
Absolutely. We have millions of searches every day that we can use for training.
Okay, great. So what kind of algorithm would we use?
I'm thinking we use a neural network. It's proven to be effective for similar tasks, and we already have some experience working with it.
All right, sounds good. What do you think the timeline for this project would be?
I think we could get it done in about 6 months if we have a dedicated team and the necessary resources.
That's a tight deadline. But I think we can make it happen.
Yeah, I think it's doable. And think about how much it could benefit our users. We could become leaders in the search engine industry.
Yeah, for real. Okay, let's talk more about this tomorrow. I have to go to another meeting now.
Sounds good. Catch you later.
See ya.
Hi there. I'm looking to build a gaming PC, and I need some help picking out parts.
Absolutely, I'd be happy to assist you. What games do you plan on playing?
Mostly first-person shooters and some strategy games.
All right, we'll definitely need a powerful graphics card. How about the NVIDIA GeForce RTX 2060?
That sounds good, but what about the processor?
If you want good performance for gaming, I recommend the Intel Core i5 or i7. What's your budget?
Around $1,000.
Okay, with that budget we can go for the i5 9600K. Now let's pick out a motherboard.
How about one with Wi-Fi and Bluetooth built-in?
Sure thing. I recommend the Asus Prime Z390A. It has both Wi-Fi and Bluetooth, as well as great performance.
Awesome. What about memory?
We can go for 16 gigabytes of DDR4 memory. It's perfect for gaming.
Great. And what about storage?
You'll want an SSD for faster load times. The Samsung 970 EVO is an excellent choice.
This is starting to sound like a beast of a machine. What case should I get?
The NZXT H500i is a popular choice among gamers. It has great cable management and a sleek look.
That sounds perfect. Do we need a power supply?
Yes, we'll need a 550W or higher power supply. I recommend the EVGA 600W.
Perfect, let's get all of that.
Great. We can set up your PC for you if you'd like.
That would be amazing. Thank you so much for your help.
No problem. I hope you enjoy your new gaming rig.
Hey B, how's it going? I heard you're the game designer here.
Hi A, yeah that's right. I'm in charge of designing the games for the company.
Cool. So I heard we're both working on the same project. I'm the software engineer in charge of creating a smooth gaming experience.
Great, we definitely need someone like you on board. We're working hard to create a game that has a seamless interactive experience.
That sounds like a tall order. What do you have in mind for the game's design?
Well, we're thinking of using high-quality graphics and smooth animations to make the game feel more immersive. But we still need to optimize it to make sure it runs smoothly.
Totally agree. So how do you plan to achieve that?
We're thinking of reducing the number of unnecessary elements on screen and tweaking the game logic to make it more efficient. We're also thinking of making sure the controls are simple and easy to use.
Sounds like a solid plan. Do you have any other ideas to make the game more interactive?
Yes, we want to add features like in-game achievements to keep the player engaged and motivated. We're also thinking of including social media integration so players can share their progress with friends.
Those are great ideas. How do you plan to make sure they don't affect the game's performance?
We'll definitely need to test everything rigorously to ensure that everything works smoothly. We'll also need to optimize the code to make sure it runs efficiently.
Yeah, testing and optimization are key. I'm excited to work with you and create a game that not only looks great but plays great too.
Likewise, I think we're going to make a great team.
Hey there, B. How's the project coming along?
Hey! It's going pretty well, but I've been thinking about ways we can optimize our pharmaceutical research database.
Ah, that sounds like a tough task. What do you have in mind?
Well, I was thinking of improving the data analysis functionality so that we can more easily identify patterns in our research.
That's a great idea. How about we also look into organizing the data in a more user-friendly way?
Absolutely. And we should also consider adding some predictive analytics capabilities to help us forecast potential drug developments.
That's a brilliant suggestion, B. I think we should also make sure that the database is easily accessible to our colleagues across different departments.
Agreed. And let's not forget about security. We need to ensure the database is well protected to safeguard confidential information.
Good point, B. It's great to have you on the team. With your expertise as a BI engineer and my knowledge as a database manager, we can make this project a huge success.
Thanks, A. I'm excited to see what we can achieve. Let's streamline the whole database and make the development of new and life-saving drugs a little easier.
That's the spirit, B. We'll make sure our pharmaceutical research database is a well-oiled machine. Hello, B. How's your day going?
Pretty good, A. Just trying to get through all these editing tasks. How about you?
I'm doing well, thanks. Just finishing up this article I wrote, which actually brings me to my reason for stopping by. I was hoping you could take a look at it and give me some feedback.
Of course. Let me pull it up. Wow, this looks great so far, A. Your writing is always so engaging.
Thank you. I really appreciate that. But, I'm sure there are a few things that could use some tweaking. Do you have any suggestions?
Well, your use of descriptive language is fantastic and really brings the topic to life, but I think there are a few sentences that could be rephrased for clarity.
I see what you mean. I'll make those revisions right away. Anything else?
Just a minor issue with verb tense in the second paragraph, but that's an easy fix. Overall, great job.
Thanks so much, B. I always value your expertise when it comes to editing my work.
Anytime, A. You know I always have your back. Now, let's grab some coffee and take a quick break before diving back in.
Hi there. It's great to see you again. How have you been?
Hey, I've been good. Thanks for asking. I'm excited to work on this project together.
Absolutely. So, let's dive in. What do you think are the most important aspects of designing a user-friendly travel booking website?
Well, from a UX perspective, clarity is key. Users should be able to find what they're looking for quickly and easily. We should also focus on creating a visual hierarchy that guides them through the process.
Definitely. And as a front-end developer, I think we need to make sure the site is responsive and loads quickly on all devices. We should also provide multiple payment options and ensure the booking process is seamless.
Agreed. Another important factor is making the site engaging and fun. We can add some eye-catching visuals and interactive elements to keep users interested.
I love that idea. We could even incorporate personalized recommendations based on users' travel history or preferences.
Yes, that's a great idea. And maybe we could also include user reviews to give potential customers a better idea of what they can expect.
Good point. With all these features, we need to make sure the site is intuitive and easy to navigate. We don't want users to feel overwhelmed by too many options.
That's true. And we should also have a clear call to action to encourage users to complete their booking.
Definitely. It sounds like we have a lot to cover, but I'm confident we can create something really amazing together.
I agree. Let's get started.